Hello, hello. Good morning. We're not watching this yet. This one is, what is it, 2 hours long? It's not happening yet. Not yet. I have a few things to watch. Things that people have put. Hey, Arctic. Yep. Prepare your butt. I'm gonna watch the stuff that you guys have put in the chat. I also have a bunch of TikTok stuff that was sent to me by Ducky. Hey, Sanjay, how you doing? We're gonna watch some garbage. You ready? You ready for some garbage? Prepare yourself. Let's start with this one. Hang on. Hopefully it fits in the screen. All right. Who sent me this one? Let's see who sent this first. Hang on. I've literally lost. There we go. Alright, this one's from Toast. You ready? This is a monster. Not the only white monster in this cart. Jesus. So the thing is, the lyrics are the monster I've become, right? That's so gross. That's gonna be a nice warm monster, eh? Do you have a white monster? Yuck, dude. Alright. It's a good song, though. It's a banger. Oh no, it's Animal. My bad. Still accurate. Alright, next one. Alright, this one is from... also Toast. This should be nice and cursed. Still lately I begin to shake for no reason at all. I was expecting it to be serious. God damn. Right. Alright. So see, this is what we're getting. This is what's happening. Butts and dicks and stuff. Okay. Need more stuff to react to. Let's see. Supernatural out of context. Okay, this one is from Josh. He's obsessed with Supernatural. He's crazy. Oh, shit. Hang on. I have a little face floating around, do I? Hang on. How embarrassing. Dear God, how do I grab it? There. No more cursed shit. Alright. Okay, let's try this again. This is Supernatural out of context. Let's go! Oh wait, am I in the way? I think I'm in the way. I'm in the way.
Give me the baby before I stab you in your neck.
Gee, Ed. You gotta go be gay for that poor dead intern.
Crystal, I would love to have the sex with you. I think you pissed off my...
Okay, I haven't seen this show, so I'm hoping this none of this stuff's super important.
Sandwich. God has a beard.
Father.
Nipples?
Is dancing with
Oh my god.
Now salsa you mittens.
They burnt down my house. They ate my tailor.
No, you fudging touch me again, I'll fudging kill you.
Does anyone understand any of this? I don't understand any of this. Oh.
Very good.
Dean, this is a very serious investigation. We don't have to.
Hey, Ducky! I haven't seen this show, so I'm a little lost on this weirdness, but that's okay. I mean, there's no context clues, so yeah.
Time for any of your blah 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 blah. Pudding. Hey.
Oh my god, he helicoptered. Ass butt.
No, brother, witch.
Something's wrong with Dean, huh? And he shoots both of them.
I need you to let me touch it.
That's true. That's true acting.
No one in the history of torture has been tortured with torture like the torture you'll be tortured with.
It's always gotta be me that makes the call, huh? It's not like Cash lives in my ass. The dude's busy. Cash, get out of my ass.
There's a key. There must also be a lock.
Did you know that a cat's penis is sharply barbed along its shaft?
Bad time to drink.
Oh.
Bad time to be drinking.
I'm a painted whore.
So, I did know that about cat sticks, but that's an entirely different story. Hey, Sight!
Run! It'll kill you!
Wow, you suck.
Should have been a chihuahua. Those are demons.
Boop.
Oh, boop.
I punched a dick! I've got genital herpes.
I hate you. My finger. Bullet.
Wait, alright, wait. I'm guessing people can turn into animals in this show as well, so he's telling the horse I don't know. Or he's just being mean to a horse. Guys, what is this? Whose idea is this? Blame Josh, he's not even here for me to yell at. Pull my finger. Oh my god. Oh, hellhounds.
Precious for this world.
All right, good. Who wants Chinese?
Oh, whoa.
We might die in here.
I mean, accidents don't just happen accidentally.
Oh, you kidding me?
Hey, Dick, move, pigeon.
Screw you, asshat. Go cry to mama.
Oh, that's it, you son of a bitch.
Why not go get washed up for the orgy?
The orgy?
So this really necessary? When I've been inside your brother, we're practically family.
Damn.
Would you want to run away with me?
Money? Think I really care about money?
Oh,
I care that
no.
you're healthy.
I'm no quitter, Eric.
An alternate universe? Have you seen Dark Angel? He's in that too. That's where I know him from. I don't know him from Supernatural. I know him from Dark Angel, which is a terrible show. Terrible show. Terrible. But it has Jessica Alba in it, so it's kind of good. Alright, we're nearly done. We're nearly done with Supernatural. Maybe. Oh!
That is the sweetest thing you've ever done for me.
John and Mary, husband and wife, bringing home a brand new life. His
Oh.
I'm Big Brother Dean.
Okay.
Tell me.
Yeah?
Is there garlic on this pizza?
This is ridiculous. I guess I have to watch the show now? This is redonkulous. Also, the guy who played the vampire just now, I'm pretty sure he was the vampire dad in costume in Hocus Pocus, wasn't he? Or is this a bit too far back? Is Hocus Pocus too old for that? I don't know. By the way, I've been up pretty early. I've been up since like 7 because I took Vay to her first day of work and it rained and there was a million traffics and it was cursed. But she's there. We made it. We made it. She made it. We got her there. It's good. Anyway, back to the video. Oh my god. It's a fairy. Look out!
My brother was abducted, so I'm pretty good on the whole proof part.
Your brother was abducted?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's fine. I mean, I've had time to adjust.
Did it happen when you were kids?
No, like half an hour ago.
Oh, okay. That'll explain the next one. You ready? You ready for this shit?
Oh no!
Wait. No. The dummy bodies don't show up until later.
Dean, this isn't a dummy. This is blood. He's dead. Like really actually dead.
Jinkies! Jeepers!
Zoinks! Ruh-roh.
Son of a bitch.
Okay. Now I also have to watch Scooby-Doo. So there's a new Scooby-Doo, huh? I know about the shitty Velma show, but is that right? There's the Velma one, the weird one, or am I thinking of something else? But it's awful. It's really awful and terrible, and the jokes are really bad. Anyway. I don't? Oh, okay. That's fine. Next one! This one's from Vay, I think. I like Stanzy. Stanzy's great. Whoop, did you hear that? Hi, is Jackie keeping you in? Jackie, what are you doing? Leave her alone. My old man cat is bullying the doggy. You bullying the puppy? Puppy, leave him be. He does not want to play with you. He is old. Velma was terrible. I watched the first few episodes. I'm like, is this supposed to be like... This, no one's gonna like this. Not anyone who's like left-leaning, not anyone who's a piece of shit. No one's gonna like this show. Like, it was all bad. It was literally for no one. It's like, please make a show where everyone across the board will despise the main character and everything about it. And that's where they did that. And yeah, it was all in bad. All right, let's watch Stanzy. Ready?
I just think we should break up.
Why?
Because I've been seeing Stacy, okay?
Are you kidding me?
No, I've been seeing Stacy and I want to explore stuff with her and I don't want to see you anymore.
Is your boyfriend causing you a lot of emotional distress that you don't know how to deal with? Well, do I have the nifty little trick for you? Expose him for being a Boeing whistleblower.
At least I'm not a Boeing whistleblower.
What does that mean? What is that? Oh, hey! What is this? No, come on! What is
If
this?
someone has wronged you, exposing them as a Boeing whistleblower has 100% success rate.
Darn it! My boss is disrespecting me at work and he wants to cut my pay.
Sounds like he knows some top secret information about the Boeing 737, and you should probably tweet about it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Exposing the scum who slighted you will have them eliminated before you can say, what missing safety devices on hardware? This whistle isn't gonna blow itself. Expose someone as a Boeing whistleblower today.
Oh my god. That was great.
I just think we should break
Pretty
up.
sure Stanzy is non-binary too. Pretty sure. They do have you seen Sheila Alpha Male Hunter? Alpha Male Hunter? Because that one is amazing. I'm gonna find it because it's actually really good. Where is it? Where could it be? God, the video's gotten really lush. So many views. Oh my god. Okay, where's the Alpha Male Hunter? Where is it? Come on. I guess it's not happening. How is everyone today, by the way? I just jumped on into videos. How is everyone? I'm tired as fuck. Had my coffee. I'm still tired as fuck. Do you like my laptop? I took it from VTube Studio. I did not draw this. Or the glasses. these are I borrowed these assets. These aren't mine. I borrowed these. I'm not fancy enough to have these for reals. Borrowed. Boop boop. Trump in Lord of the Rings. Jesus. You know what? I think I can't find Alpha Male Hunter. Yeah, maybe I'll Google it. Yeah, Sheila Darwin. Here we go.
What's your worst assignment horror story?
I had a 10-page paper.
That is an ad.
Hello, my name is Sheila Darwin, and you're watching Sheila Darwin Alpha Male Hunter. We caught wind of wild alpha males walking the streets of LA. We're going to see if we can find some of them right now. All right, we've just spotted our first alpha male. You can tell by his posture, but just to make sure, we've asked one of our female crew members to walk by.
Hey, whoa, you're not going to get a real man dressed like that, baby.
Just as I suspected, an alpha male. We're going to sneak up on him right now. Go, 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 go!
Yes!
We got him! Right, we got him to the ground.
Oh my god, is that Brandon Rogers?
Pair, we're putting up a fight, that's for sure.
Women are meant to serve high-value men.
That means he feels threatened. And as you can see, right here, podcast equipment. That means he's probably got a friend nearby.
Oh god.
Money talks, wealth whispers.
Sigma, we'll keep an eye on him for now. Look at the size of that one. Let's make our move. We got him, we got him, we got him, we got him, we got him. Oh, look at the size of this one. He's absolutely massive. Putting up a fight just like his friends.
If you dress like a hoe, you are a hoe.
Now watch what happens when I play this. He can't resist. The tension immediately leaves his body. Now, these alpha males are an invasive species, so we will be removing them and putting them in captivity. My name is Sheila Darwin, and you're watching Alpha Males in the Wild.
I don't mind.
My name is Sheila Darwin,
The
Alpha Male
accent's
Hunter,
terrible,
and
but it's
you're
fine.
watching Alpha Males in the Wild. As you can see, we have two beta males sizing each other up. They're clearly trying to get the attention of an unsuspecting female nearby. With no sign of an alpha nearby, the betas might be able to impress the female. Whichever one can make themselves look bigger will surely gain her attention.
Did you see Brendan Rogers in the first one? Brendan Rogers, Blitzo from Hell of a Bus? Oh my god. Holy shit, that's so great. That's so great.
He is the big dog, Norway.
Saw dudes. That's right.
Absolutely massive. The betas never stood a chance. Now they've scurried away. This alpha has asserted his dominance, and the rest of the betas are now hiding. They never stood a chance for his immense power. Let's get a closer look.
Feminist?
Feminist?
He's absolutely massive, willing to put up a fight, that's for sure. But I know one thing that will tame this ferocious beast.
I can't tame an alpha.
I have a nice ice bath waiting for you in captivity.
To get the full benefits of an ice bath, you need to do it every day.
There he is. Now he knows that I'm not three. As I've said before, alpha males are an invasive species, so we will be putting him in captivity. As for the betas, we'll leave them be for now, unless, of course, they reach incel territory and become a threat to society.
Fair enough.
My name's Sheila Darwin, and you're watching Alpha Males in the Wild. Hello there. My name is Sheila Darwin, Alpha Male Hunter, and you're watching Alpha Males in the Wild. It's mating season, and we've just got word that there's a group of betas trying to impress a nearby group of females. Let's see what they're up to.
The accent just slipped so badly. Did you hear that? That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
You can see we have a very large group of beta males right over here. And we have a group of females over here. Betas like to travel in packs to appear more dominant. Now, they might move in, but none of this matters if there's an alpha male nearby. All right, the betas
Oh, the kangaroos.
are
I
moving in.
see.
They're about to make their move.
Whoa, let me guess. Get the warm shower.
Hey.
2, 4, 6. I see 6 titties. You guys want a nice guy? Well, that ain't me.
Oh,
we got
God.
a nice time, huh? Come on,
Gross.
my dad's the CEO of Bang Energy.
Oh!
Women.
Put him in the bin.
Good to see you.
Do me a favor.
What?
The
Hey,
fuck
ladies,
out of here.
come on. Who wants to learn about a diversified portfolio?
Gross.
He's lost his chance at the females. Let's move in. Alright, he's a
Corky's
feisty
a big
for
one.
sure. Very threatened after taking an L.
Taking an L.
Handle my dominant presence.
But we're gonna put him in captivity in a controlled environment where he can feel safe.
And think about it. If women get paid less than men, wouldn't every company just hire a bunch of women?
Oh
Save
my
them money
God.
in the long run, am I right?
He's out
Jesus
of harm's
Christ.
way, and now he's no longer a threat to society. I'm Sheila Darwin, and this is Alpha Males in the Wild. Hello there, I'm Sheila Darwin, Alpha Male Hunter, and you're watching Alphas
This is so good. They're so good. Oh my god. A diversified portfolio.
in the Wild. Today, we've got word of a very aggressive alpha terrorizing the beaches of LA. Let's see if he's any match for me. As you can see, we have a very aggressive alpha right behind me. He's been rejected by women one too many times, and now he's taking out his anger on this terrified pack of betas. Let's see what happens.
She wanted me for my money, 40K a year. She wanted me for my money, that was it.
40K a year.
What's with the flowery shirts? You better run. You look like you pee sitting down. You better run.
All right, he's terrified the betas. They've scurried off into the distance.
Kangaroos.
Let's make our move. Go, go, go,
What are you
go,
doing?
go.
Yo.
All right, we've caught him on the ground. As you can see, he's very aggressive. He does not
It's
like
so
this
good,
at all.
right?
You're not even hot.
Not even
He's
hot.
incredibly angry with me, but I know something I'll make him feel better. Listen, if you're good, I got a nice Bitcoin wallet waiting for you in captivity.
Cardano?
We sure do, buddy. Another aggressive alpha off of the streets of LA. I'm Sheila Darwin, Alpha Male Hunter, and you're watching Alphas in the Wild. Hello there, I'm Sheila Darwin, Alpha Male Hunter, and this is Alpha Males in the Wild. What happens when two aggressive alpha males decide to team up? Let's find out. As you can see, these two alphas have formed an alliance in order to dominate the female behind
Are
me.
you a cold plunge? Because I want to wake up inside of you.
And you made my nipples hard.
Ah!
You want an alpha friend?
Whatever.
We got friends too that are women.
No,
You're
you
like
don't.
only the second hottest girl I've seen.
You're
in my
like
life.
Yeah.
gorgeous, but not beautiful.
Oh my
Plain hard
God.
to get. Well, I'm just hard to forget.
After a brutal rejection,
Yikes.
the alphas have determined that the female is not wifey material, and now they're finding solace in each other.
Soaking?
Let's see.
Hang on a second. Isn't soaking what the Mormons do? Because it's not technically sex if they could just sit in there and not thrust. Like, that is a lot of hoops to jump through to try and have sex before marriage and try and, like, dupe God or whatever. Yikes! Soaking, it seems like the most awkward thing you could do in those insane, like, underpants that they have. I reckon they still wear them. Also, guys who punch walls and poles in anger. Very scary. My brother was one of those. Is probably still one of those. I don't know. I don't talk to him. But, yeah. Lots of therapy required, I think. Very complex thing that men can only express one emotion. They should express all emotion and it should be okay. It should be okay. All right, let's continue watching this amazing compilation.
If we can catch one.
Stop!
All right, come on.
Stop!
We're not gonna hurt
Get
you.
away! Get away! Steve Horwin!
Corwin?
Crikey, he's a feisty one. Let's see if we can coax him out with something appealing. All right.
Is it on?
Yeah.
It's on?
Is that a podcast, Mike?
You can't spell women without men. And women say they don't need men, then why is it in your name?
There he is. Tall stature, 6'3", even if he isn't.
6'4".
Let's get him into captivity. A job well done. Another toxic alpha off the streets of LA.
The vapes where we're going?
Tons of them. I'm Sheila Darwin, Alpha Male Hunter.
He's just
and
muttering
this
into the
is
mic.
Alpha Males
It's
in
so
the Wild.
cute.
Jay, what about Zen?
This is so cute. All right, I've been watching a lot of garbage. Sorry, don't look at that. All right, here we go. Here's another one. Ready? I love this guy. Carter Vale. Amazing. Hilarious. Ready? Prepare yourself. Ignore the fact I've been watching, like, compilations of Among Us from 4 years ago, back when Ray and Toast and Jacksepticeye and Co-op's husband and Sykkuno and Lily and all them played. Oh my god. So funny. Anyway, let's watch this one. You ready? Prepare your butt. Amogus. Mogus. Mogus. We should play Vanilla Mogus because I think people aren't playing because it's not vanilla. But that's okay. Let's go. Ready?
I am a goddamn
motherfucking cowboy.
Daddy was a cow and my mama was a boy. Half nightmare.
Oh, I love this one. Let me show you another one that's my
I
favorite.
am a goddamn motherfucking cowboy. Daddy was a cow and my mom.
This one.
It's Saturday night and I'm alone in my house, so I lock all my doors and I take out my laptop and I open my email in case someone comes in, but then I open another tab and on that fucking tab is
Pornography, sexy little shrimp swimming around, taking off the shells with the shells are a part of them. They keep on the shells, but they're still pretty naughty and they're swimming around. Pornography, dirty little shellfish feeding on bottoms, if you know what I mean. Yeah, the shells are a part of them. They keep on the shells, but they're still pretty naughty and they're swimming around.
All right.
If I went to Hogwarts, I would use
This one's good too.
violence. No magic spells are gonna work on me. I'd be snapping some wands, suplexing the goblin, polyjuice potion, nom, drinking creatine. Wingardium Leviosa, how about you shut the hell up? Avada Kedavra.
Avada these nuts. So this song is basically Mashal. Mashal the anime where the dude goes into Hogwarts practically and has no magic except for flexing. Why do I know the words? Because I have a problem. I have a problem, okay? Pornography. Let's see. He has a lot of really hilarious, good stuff. What the hell? I haven't seen these ones. Let's see. Oh, he also has the Dirt Man. Hang on. It's like the classic. This is how I found him. Where's the video? Here, this one.
We're guys. We keep a little dirt under my pillow for
The Dirt Man, in case he comes to town. What? Dirt Man, so he won't take me down to his lair deep under the mountain.
What are you talking about?
Underground, that's where he keeps his dirt. Anyway, that's the very first one I ever saw his stuff. It's so good. I'm like this close to bringing up Tom Hardy. Sorry, I really like Dirt Man. People have done extended versions, like combined. And there's one about family. I cannot find the stitch, but it's so good. The dude's voice is so beautiful. I can't even believe it. Fucked if I could find it. It's so good. Have you seen Carnival before, Ducky? So good. Finding out there's no TikTok ban. Oh wait, there's another one. There's a good one. Hang on. You don't know Carnival? It's good. Sorry, I'll stop singing if I'm actually drowning it out. Let me know if I'm drowning this shit out and I can turn myself down, because I don't want to be doing that. This stuff's good. Where am I thick? Wait! Wait. There's a horse one. Where's the horse one? Here, this one. Ready?
Let me see.
What happened? Where did that go?
Let me see. Brand new Dirt
What the
Man
fuck just happened? Why does this happen? YouTube, what are you doing? Oh, you want to be serenaded? Sick. Is it interaction if I just sing along with this nonsense? Where's the horse one? Horse. Hunts. I am a horse. There we go, this one. Let's see.
Why?
Why?
Fall asleep all winter. That was just hyperbole.
Gonna scream about it. I am a horse. Ready?
My ass is fat. My titties popping. My hands are feet. What? My feet are hooves. My ass is fat. My feet quit clopping. On down the road. I am a horse.
I sing that one often, this one, to Vay, and Vay's always like, please get out of my kitchen. Alright, yes, I have seen Half Man, Half Horse. We're gonna watch that now. I'm doing it. VVV. We're gonna sing. We're gonna sing along. Sing with me, friends. Ready? Look, I've watched this a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie. That's an ad. Fuck you, Westpac. No one gives a shit.
The world may not understand you. Frightened by your differences. But it
I
is
love
not
this
their
song.
acceptance you need. It is your own. Run free, my stallion. Unbridled by doubt. And may the love you find along the way unite the halves of your soul.
It's so good, right?
I met her on the internet. We haven't met in person yet, and that's how I'd like it to say. Cause I've been down this road before. They always end up wanting more. They take one look and run away. Cause I'm a creature of the night. How could she ever love me right when I am only half a man? She's coming over here tonight. To tell the truth, I'm terrified. There's nowhere left to hide the fact that I'm a half-horse. How could she ever understand that I'm a half-horse, half-man? I'm a half-horse, half-man. That's what I am. And so I told my love the truth, and she was actually pretty cool with finding out that I am a horse.
Horse girl!
She introduced me to her friends and took me to her room, and then we made love, cowgirl, of course. But someone's coming
Jesus,
up the
his face.
stairs. She said her parents weren't there. I'm finding out that was a lie. She told me, babe, you gotta hide. I told her where I'm half a horse. Her dad opens the door and says, is that a half horse? Let me get in my colors back. That is a half horse, half man. Someone try to help me understand. Oh, my mom, my dad's a horse, and two of them had intercourse. I'm traumatized by being a horse. That is how I'm horse, half man.
His face is so dramatic. Love it.
That's what I am.
I'm actually wiggling. He's just following me. He needs pasties. That's okay.
Let's run away into the night and leave our families behind. We'll start our family time. A family of half horse, half men, or maybe even horse women, half horse children.
Half horse children. Oh my god. How is she supposed to?
Other half. My son.
So stupid. I love it. I love it. Oh my god. You're pregnant. She's pregnant. Pregnant. Yeah. Alright, now I just want to throw music at you. Oh yeah, there's NSP. Have you seen this one? By the way? I'm just gonna click everything. This is so good. Oh, I have them. That's open.
We met on the dance floor. You pressed your body up against me all night long. I know it's on your mind. Our souls are entwined in a passionate embrace. The look in your eyes says, take me tonight. Well, I got just a place,
right?
A place where we can be alone. Unless my mom and dad are home. Welcome to my parents' house. Welcome to my parents' house.
Cheeseman, you're so right.
Hush now, baby. You seem like a keeper. But your high heels are so loud. My daddy's a light sleeper.
Oh, no, you see, she drinks a lot of vodka in this.
My very own room and tons of free food. What's your favorite juice? We've got mango and apple and guava and apple. So many fucking fruits. My mom buys pizza rolls for me. Can you believe this shit is free? Welcome to my parents' house. King must have his couch.
Look how jacked Brian is.
That's my grandma's basset house. He's such a sassy rascal. Aren't you, Marvin?
This suddenly gets really sexy, and I don't know why. It is such crunk, right? Why is he so hot though in this?
We're gonna bring the funk tonight. Get in the top bunk tonight. Drop and thump that junk tonight. Like a 360 dunk tonight. Mom's cake is chocolate chunk tonight. This party's getting crunk tonight. We're sparking up that skunk tonight. Cause I'm your disco hot tonight.
Danny?
Mom, sorry. Everything's fine.
You need to go to bed.
Okay, good night. Welcome to my parents' house. Let's use our inside voices. Shh. Sometimes my mom just hangs around to make sure I make good choices. Hit it! Welcome to my parents' house. Welcome to my parents' house. Parents' house. Welcome to my parents' house. Parents' house. Dad, I'm supposed to have the downstairs to myself tonight. Parents' house. Get out of here! I said I'm on a date. Parents' house. You always do this when it's time company over. Parents' house. And you ate all the ham in the fridge and you said you wouldn't. Parents' house. Yes, it's a girl. What happened? Parents' house.
Did you see how sexy they made Tupperware Remix Party? Did you see? They looked amazing. Do that to Hershey when I come home late because my dad will come out dead asleep at any noise in the night. Oh no! Alright, I'm gonna close this. We got a couple more videos. This one is called, oh shit, Transparent Kayak versus Whale. This is Vay. She wants me to shit. You ready? I'm not! I just got over Subnautica, come on! Did you see it? Did you see my new video on Subnautica, by the way? I got someone scolding me on Twitch, on TikTok about it. Like, oh, why would you say that? Why good riddance? I'm like, bro, you had to watch all my other videos first to understand it's a meme. I'm kidding. No. Vay's not into scat. She's not even here. She's scared. She's sending scary shit while she's at work, so I don't have to. So she doesn't have to hear me scream. Are you ready? Let's go. Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Yeah.
My heart is beating so fast. I think that's a whale tail.
I think it's asleep.
It's just come up and stuck its tail up and it's not going anywhere.
That's a vertical fucking whale. Ah, it's vertical!
I don't even know what to say.
No!
I'm backing up.
Yeah, fucking back up. That's vertical. Get out of there.
I don't wanna get too close.
Abort!
Backing up.
Abort.
This is the craziest thing.
Fucking abort! It's vertical!
Is making the whales act so weird. It's just come up and put its tail up in the air like that. It's not even, I don't even know what to say anymore.
It's asleep, dude.
Oh, and the little baby's just swimming
Actually, I don't know if
around it.
I don't know if humpbacks actually do that.
That's a huge whale
What is
tail.
wrong
Look,
with that
follow
humpback?
me.
You know what a
My
huge
heart
whale
is
tail
beating
is?
so-
It's when someone wears really low jeans and their G-strings pulled all the way up over their hips. That's a huge whale tail. Thanks, Vay, for the nightmare fuel. Thanks, babe. Next one. This one is humpback whale swallows kayaker. Fuck! Why? Why? What? You don't know that? You don't know about the whale tail? If someone's G-string is higher than their pants level. It's called a whale tail because it looks like a whale tail. Because there's a little Y shape in their butt. Oh, let's see. Actually, I think there's actually a documentary about the guy who was swallowed by the whale. Oh, fuck. Let's go. Ready? I don't know. I saw it on Kath and Kim, and probably not. I mean, maybe. Maybe they do it as a meme. I don't know. Let's see. Ready? I'm not. Let's go. Ah! Fuck that! Fuck that! No! No! No!
Hey! Ya, vente. Tranquilo, agarra el bote, agárralo, tranquilo, agárralo. Agárralo, no te subas, agárralo. Tranquilo, agárralo.
His kayak? Oh, there he is.
Agárralo, vete para la orilla.
Spat him out. I think? Is that him?
Tranquilo.
I sure hope that's him.
Ya voy. Agárrate de mi...
Oh my god. That man saw some things.
Tranquilo, agárrate de mi cuerdita. Agárrate de mi cuerdita de atrás, no me tumbes.
Oh yeah. That, yeah. Nah.
Tranquilo. Vamos.
Yeah, oh, I can't watch that again. That's yuck. I'm actually gonna have nightmares. That's actually the worst thing I've seen in a while. What was that? Was that a blue whale? Had the big long face. Pretty sure the blue whales are the one that also sleep vertically. Cursed. So cursed. Whales are cursed, bro. Alright, this looks good. This is called Baby Disappears into Leaf. Leaf pile.
Here's a great way to lose your baby.
3.
Bye! Whee!
Yay!
Here's a great way to lose your baby.
3.
The crying. Sorry.
Here's a great way.
Okay. Mother cat. This bird is mothering a cat. They yearn for the leaves, yes. Oh, he's building a nest. Mothering some cat. Oh, helping. He's helping. He's helping the babies. He's like, you don't have a good nest. Let me make for you. Your babies need a nice warm nest. You need it. Oh my goodness, what a good bird. What a good bird. I need to go wash my hands. Olive just came in and wiped her foul goddamn burger mouth all over my hands, and God knows what she's been eating out there, but I'm coated in it, so I'll be right back. Alright. Sorted. Iwi? Alright. Got the last one and then we can move on to your... Whoa, hey. A clam! Look at his clam! Wow! Wow! Good boy! Look at him go. Oh, that's too big. That's a big-ass clam. Good job, puppy. Shame there's no noise. I want to hear him snuffling and buffling and scritching and dragging. Look at him. What a good puppy. All right, you ready? I got your TikToks right here, baby. Despite everything, it's still you. Yeah, baby. That's nice. I liked that. Let me switch it again. It's you. Despite everything, it's still you. Yay! Trans video! Love it! Love. Next one.
Wake up, Daddy's home.
Welcome home, sir. Congratulations on the opening ceremonies. They were such a success, as was your Senate hearing.
So accurate. That's how it feels when I haven't drawn in a while and I open up my Photoshop and I get the music going and I Start drawing little goblin faces. Yeah. All right. That's a good one. Oh my god, a seal! Oh my god. Dark Tide win! DB, don't tease me like that! And so true. Holy shit, the music in that show. Did you see the music we just watched? It was good. I'm gonna keep watching more. Deebs, I've got text talks lined up if you'd like to join me later. We're gonna watch the next one, Seals! Did you see the whale?
This month, Satara celebrated her 31st birthday.
Wow!
This is very exciting because 31 is quite old for a harbor seal. In their natural environment, they're only living to be 10, 15, maybe 20 years old. But by training husbandry behaviors, we're able to really extend their lifespan. Through positive reinforcement and building a relationship with our animals, we're able to train them to participate in their own healthcare. As you can see, Satara is very comfortable with getting her teeth brushed. We can use a stethoscope to listen to the health of her heart and lungs.
Oh my god.
We can also trim her nails. There's a variety of different behaviors
oh my god,
that we
if
can train,
only.
and they all help
Allah
keep
refuses.
our animals healthy.
Allah refuses.
In her older age, Satara has developed cataracts, which are quite common for harbor seals as they age. They do limit her vision, but don't cause her any discomfort. This is why a husbandry program is so important.
Aww.
It allows us to continue to monitor the health of Satara's eyes.
Of course seals have eyes. They're doggos of the sea. They've got claws. They claw each other and bap each other in the face. Do you know what it's called when the seals do that tummy bounce? Hang on, I just need to... She's so fucking cute. It's called galumphing. I just need to go get my dog. He's being a menace. I'll be back. Oh my god, what a menace. Alright, let me show you... Can I show you my favorite seal video? This is my favorite. What was I? Egg! Need a couple more pixels though. Murph! I'm a bookshelf, Murph. This is me. This is the shit Vay has to put up with. Oh. Oh. Egg. Egg. Bruh. Oh, this looks like seal. This looks like what's his name? Neil the seal. Is that real? That rules! Okay, hang on. One sec. You guys need to know about Neil the Seal. Is there a good video about him? Yeah, here we go.
This seal is such a menace that he routinely gets the cops called on him. Introducing our protagonist, Neil the Seal, a 600 kilo absolute unit of a southern elephant seal from my home state of Tasmania in the land down under, who is known for, above all else, being an absolute fucking menace to polite society. But despite his crimes, we all still truly love him. But what are his crimes? Well, see, he seems to just fucking hate traffic cones and road safety in general. Has regularly been caught trespassing, and then once he has been caught trespassing, belligerently screaming at locals because they won't give him his fucking fish.
Wonderful.
And has been known to just block roads by plopping his fat ass down directly in the middle of them. However,
Yeah,
hands down,
dude,
the
ACAB,
funniest
for
shit
sure.
he has ever done was just straight stopping this random lady from going to work. I shit you not. This motherfucker crawled out of the ocean, up the beach, crossed the road, absolutely fucking bodied this woman's poor letterbox, and then proceeded to plant himself directly in front of her fucking car.
Yep.
She was then
Lemaire.
unable to go to work because this half-ton beefcake was camping her driveway for so damn long. Local news had time to drive out to her house and cover the fucking story. Now, this is a lot of menace for a single seal to cause.
Yeah.
But the funniest part of this is, old mate isn't even fully grown.
No,
he's
he's a
like
baby.
5 years old.
He's a baby.
If you think he can fuck things up now, wait until he's nearly 2 solid-ass tons of blubber.
Pretty much.
And takes issue with the wall of your house. I do not think that seal damage is covered on my fucking insurance plan, dude. This seal...
So Neil is back this year. He's already wreaking havoc this year as well. But yeah, Neil is a baby elephant seal. I was about to say he doesn't look like a full-grown male. I'll show you. I mean, he did show us just now. They have like a full-on dongle nose. A dingle-dongus, you see? Dongle snots. You have to get a seal info dump. I fucking love seals, okay? I fucking love seals. Elephant seals are nightmares, but the babies are so cute. Let me show you. See? He looks like this. He looks like a pup. Oh, this one is my favorite. I actually really like this video. You're watching it with me now. This is so cute. Maybe I'll cut to the part where it's... There we go. This is what Olive looks like. This is Olive. Yeah! Eat him! Eat! Yeah! Get him!
I don't think they taste good.
Oh.
They don't taste very good.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh, round. Oh, snuffling. Oh! Can you hear all the all down the beach? Oh! Oh my god, it's got Arlo's eyes and Olive's whole face. Ah! That's what Olive does to me. She's bossy. You need to go over there, please. Oh my god. Oh my god. It breathes like Olive though, I tell you what. Oh, we're gonna watch him shove her around, eh? That's so Olive. Olive does that to me. She pushes, but she's like, what's this? Push. There's another... Oh my god. There's another one where an elephant seal literally fell asleep on the camera, the camera person, and their legs fucking fell asleep. They got stuck under the... Oh my god, this person's getting accosted by baby seals. Let's go. Let's go! The dream! Kiss him! Yeah. Ooh, pushing, being bossy. Oh. Oh my god. Ah! Hang on, let me see. Where is it? Oh my god, 4-ton elephant seal crushes cameraman's tent. Yes, please! Seal! It's seal time now! This is a seal stream. Oh my god, the sounds. Holy dolly. You sure you want to set your camera up right there, bud? Oh my god. No, I don't want to die by crushinating. Oh, by the way, do you know the difference between an elephant, a seal, and a sea lion? Do you see this here in the corner here? I'll move this. This here in the corner is a sea lion. It has ears, ear pinners, and it stands up on its feet. Seals can't do this. Sea lions don't have manes, no. Sea lions have ears and can stand up on their front legs, whereas seals, so sea lions can do that, but seals can't do that. So like, seals kind of walk with their feet like boop, 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 but seals bounce around on their tummies called galumphing. Why I know this? Look, I love seals. I love seals, you don't understand. I love seals so much. Anyway, sea lions have ears and seals do not. And there you go. That's the story.
That's quite nice, but I think we should
Who are the penguins?
just in case they have another go.
I think we should do it now.
Oh my god, get it! Crushionate! Get it! Oh my god, get it! Ah! Oh, look at him.
Apparently something's happened to my tent.
Oh yeah? Suck shit! Those are babies too! I have 2 seal stuffies IRL. Actually, they're the same color as this one. Oh boy! That was comfy! Look how cute they are. They're like, don't, this is my tent. They're like, no.
I reckon we should bury it.
Yes, bury it. Holy shit, that's dead.
You monkeys.
Monkeys? You monkeys.
Looks like I'm a homeless person now.
Look at the face! They're all babies. They're so big. Yeah, let's look at this baby. It's an extra small baby. I swear to God, I'll look at other stuff. Oh my god, that's not a seal! Give me seals!
It takes a battle-hardened spy to survive here. Boulder Cam, a super version of the first spy cam ever made.
David Tennant! I love David Tennant stuff. Oh my god, that's a crab. Crab tank.
Its rock-hard exterior offers some protection from these mountains of blubber.
Oh my god, no blood, I don't want to see that! I want to see the babies! Show me the babies!
The pup's only defense is his mother.
Look at him! Look at him! Oh my god!
But despite the current calm, she can't stop danger coming to them.
It's so cute!
The Beachmaster.
No, 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 leave that
largest
baby
seal in the
alone!
colony,
Wait, I
the
need
father of the pup.
I need to like... Oh god, hang on, let me double check. Oh my god! No, he hits the baby, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch that. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Here we go, close-ups of babies. Yeah!
This time, it's an easy win for the Beachmaster. But this clash of the titans separated the pup.
No! Too much anxiety, I can't, that pop! No! Sorry, I can't, it's too much. Alright, back to business. Here we go. You got me, look, this is what happened. You derailed me down Seal Street, Ducky, look. Never derail me down Seal Street, I'm obsessed with seals. And also, manatees. I love manatees, holy shit. Alright, ready? Next one. What the fuck? Oh, right, because they're like, hey, what's over here? That's so accurate. That's exactly what they do. They're like, hey, what's this way? Oh, it's cool, it's this. Have some pheromones to let you know that there's stuff over there. Go get the foods, go get the crumbs. Go get it. All right. They do. They all, like, they give each other high fives. Pokemon based in Australia. Here we go. Uh-oh, hang on.
I wanted to have Pokemon that really gave that... In my Australia-based region, Ensum, I wanted to have Pokemon that really gave that Australia feeling. And there are certain kinds of Pokemon that exist in almost every Pokemon region. The regional rodent or mammal, as well as the bird, bug, fish, Pika-clone, grass Pokemon, and sometimes even dog or cat. So naturally, I put those very kinds of Pokemon in Ensum. So let's take a look at a few.
We have Feral
everyone,
Cat.
Brandon here. So let's start off with a Pokemon most encounter right after getting their starter, the early root rodent or mammal. So allow me to introduce Walpritty, the stunning striped Pokemon, a pure normal type.
The fuck is that?
Funguspawn to create. This little cutie is based on a rodent-like marsupial called a numbat.
No, it
This Pokemon
isn't!
covers
Fuck
both the
off!
rodents and mammal categories. Unlike Walpretty, the numbat used to be
Wear the
widespread
stripes,
across
bitch!
Australia, but due to habitat loss and predation by foxes and feral cats, it has become an endangered species, though it is now protected by conservation programs. I wanted to highlight this adorable creature through Walpretty. And speaking of highlights, this Pokemon
Why didn't you
certainly has
name
some
it
vibrant
something
ones, huh?
like
These
Numpretty
beautiful
or some
stripes are
shit?
inspired by Australian turquoise, one of the world's rarest and most beautiful turquoises.
What the
And
fuck? We have a
stripes make Walpretty
turquoise?
a highly sought-after pet across Ensum and the Pokemon world. It is a very mild yet snooty
Is it like
temperament.
Crystallite?
Even wild Walpretty know that they are the subject of
I used to have
adoration
one,
and
but-
have developed a holier-than-thou attitude. Walpretty's name comes from the Aboriginal word for the numbat, Walpurti, and obviously the word pretty. due
Okay,
to its
never
very
mind.
pretty
The name is
stripes.
fine.
And those stripes develop a mind of their own when Walpretty is leveled up to 22 while at night, turning it into Ilaxine, the scary stripe Pokemon, a normal ghost type. Ooh,
Like Thylacine?
spooky.
Ilaxine?
As its name implies, this Pokemon is based on the extinct Thylaxine or Tasmanian tiger, which are from the same order of marsupials as numbats,
Thylacine.
Dasyuromorphia. This creature went extinct in the 1930s due to overhunting for its exotic
Tasmanian
appearance
tiger.
and human encroachment on their habitat. Though there
Yeah,
have
they
been several
gone.
unconfirmed sightings of these animals over the years,
No.
turning it into a cryptid of sorts.
No,
this
well, it
also
is.
covers the regional dog, since the Thylaxine is also known as the Tasmanian wolf.
Get out of it, the
Thylaxine used to
regional
be a kind
dog- oh,
of cryptid
for
or modern
Tasmania.
myth as well, until Walpretty
Sure.
became more widespread. Its dark stripes and bright eyelash
I was gonna say,
marks
the
can cause
fucking
quite a fright
dingo,
if seen at
hello.
night, as they look like floating ghostly eyes or orbs glowing in the
Floating
darkness.
ghostly eyes.
These stripes are said to be in control of Ilaxine, like some kind of phantasmal parasite made up of the regrets of Pokemon who moved on to the afterlife. This Pokemon and that deck
That's a little
entry
weight
are
to
actually
carry.
inspired by the Dream Tiger by Korean artist Govy9807 that went viral in May of last year.
I did
leading
like
to
that
several
one, that
artists
was cool.
redrawing it. Its haunting appearance definitely made me want to incorporate it into some kind of tiger Pokemon in the future.
Oh.
And what better than the extinct Tasmanian tiger?
Ah.
The eyes and their coloration are also based on the evil eye, a symbol which
Ah.
originated in ancient Mesopotamia but still endures
Yeah,
today as a symbol
that's
of protection
super
from evil.
related to
Much
Australia,
like these stripes
bro.
absorb the regrets of Pokemon, helping them pass on in peace rather than morphing into ghosts.
Uh-huh.
I actually wanted to give it a new ability called Evil Eye, which when hit by a Dark-type move, instead of taking damage, its defense is boosted by one stage. Walpretty being based on the numbat, an endangered animal, evolving into Ilaxine, which is based on an extinct animal, is supposed to be a cautionary tale of sorts. That the same thing could happen to
Ah.
the lovely numbat if we don't pay mind to
Fern
endangered
Gully
animals
called.
and assist in conservation efforts where we can.
They say,
let's
"Please
move
can
on
we
to the
hire you?"
other most common type of Pokemon found after the starters, the early root bird. So allow me to introduce Chickle, the laughter Pokemon, a pure flying type
The
that I
fuck's that?
also worked with Fungus on. This little guy is based on the chick of a laughing Kookaburra.
Kookaburra!
Iconic to Australia.
Bro,
and
it's
judging by their
Kookaburra.
name, have a very unique way of vocalizing.
Also, see that cookie next to it? That was a fucking
So
kingfisher, I think.
definitely had to make
Not a
this little
cookie.
guy feature laughter in some way. Chickle spends its days laughing at any little thing it finds amusing, much to the annoyance of other Pokemon around, as it finds almost everything funny. Its pink coloration is inspired by gum, aka bubblegum, as well as other sugary treats.
You wanna
As
know
this
something
Pokemon
fun?
acts as a reference to the
We don't
song,
have
"The
kookaburras
Kookaburra
over
Sits in the
over
Old Gum
west,
Tree."
and
that
if they're
inspiration is
here,
even
they
further
are
when it evolves at
introduced
level
and
25
are
into
invasive, 'cause we have
Burrican,
kingfishers
the
over here.
hilarity Pokemon, a flying fairy type.
Burrican?
Burrican has this big old gumdrop pattern on its chest, with a tail and plumage that look like chewed up gum. This
Why?
comes from the lyrics, Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, eating all the gumdrops he can see.
What?
And laugh, Kookaburra laugh, Kookaburra gay your life must be. Burrican's
That's the
name
second
also
verse.
relates to the song,
No one
but
remembers
in a much
that.
more esoteric way. Burrican's name comes from Kookaburra and Larrikin, which is Australian slang for someone who is a bit of a jokester or a
Larrikin?
mischievous person. Well, do you know who owns the rights to the song Kookaburra Sits in the Old Gum Tree? Larrikin Records. Boom. As such,
Boom.
Burrican is taken to making its own fun, playing little pranks on those around it with its sticky feathers.
Kookaburra
As I said
sits
before,
on the
its coloration
electric
is inspired by
wire,
sweet
jumping
treats,
up
but so
and
is the
down with
composition
his
of its
pants
feathers,
on
being
fire.
sticky and sweet like
Yep.
candy, yet light enough to be able to fly. This refers to cotton candy, or as it's known in Australia, fairy floss. a
Fairy
nod to its
floss!
typing. This would also be a part of its new ability called Sugar Rush,
What the
which
fuck?
raises its speed if it consumes
What
a
is
berry
he
or
doing
other
with
sweet
the
hell item.
candy?
Younger folks tend to get a bit mischievous if they're hit with a sugar rush, so I thought this ability would
What do you
fit.
mean younger
The next
folks? You
Pokemon
mean
would be
me?
the most common across the region, as its inspiration is one of the most common across the world. So here is Mozzie, the heat sting Pokemon, a bug fire type
No!
that I worked with JJ Mods to create. As its name implies, this little guy is based on mozzies, or as we say here in the States, mosquitoes. Mozzie can survive in almost any environment across Ensum, except for the cold peaks of the front slide mountains. Mozzie came to me after I had the thought,
They actually eat
what
bacon
bug
as
would
well.
be able to survive in the heat of the
Fucking
outback as well as
mosquitoes.
the more temperate or tropical forests of the continent? And well, they already had the slang word for it, so it kind of just all fell into place.
Mozzies?
Its more fuzzy appearance and the ability to withstand
Does it
the
give you
hotter
rust
areas
river
of
fever
Ensum
and
are inspired
malaria
by
too?
Australian Bushmen, which are basically a romanticized version of survivalists on the outback, known for their resourcefulness. real Bear Grylls types. A well-known one being Russell Coight in All Aussie Adventures.
Oh my god, Russell
Though
Coit's a
isn't real
comedian! Don't
bushman
even
and is
bring
played
him
by
into
comedian
this! He's a
Glenn Roberts.
comedian!
But its singeing proboscis and Bushman inspiration are furthered when it levels up at level 20 into Ski Torch. The torch now its nose is a full-on blowtorch. Oh no, it's a blowtorch.
Get out of here!
Blowtorch, from which it gets its name. Its
Ducky, this is
abdomen now
great.
acts
I'm
as a
actually really glad that you
repository
sent
for
this
the
to
heat
me.
or flames it
As an
consumes.
Aussie, I
could
can
have put
tear
a
it
blood trigger
apart.
warning here, but it is much the same as how mosquitoes store blood that they suck up, all the while looking like a lava lamp. These special modifications to a mosquito-based Pokemon refers
No,
to GMM.
Ducky, it's great.
And
This is
no,
good.
it
This is
doesn't
good.
stand
This
for
is
one
good
of my
stuff.
favorite channels, Good Mythical Morning. It stands for Genetically Modified Mosquito.
Please no.
Australian scientists
No.
recently developed a way to modify the proboscis of mosquitoes, making it unable to pierce skin.
Oh,
thus
really?
unable to transmit the many, sometimes lethal, diseases they
Ross
carry.
River
The
fever!
Bushman inspiration also is more apparent here, looking like an older gruff man with the iconic Bushman hat and everything. And there is a Pokemon line in Ensum that is happy that Ski Torch can't handle cold
Oh, by the way, I
environments.
just wanna-
And its name is Frent,
put this
the
in
tree
here.
friend Pokemon.
I've had malaria
Pure grass
twice.
type that I also worked with JJ Mons on.
Not a fan.
This easygoing evergreen
Wouldn't-
is our
wouldn't
de
do it
facto
again.
grass
Wouldn't repeat
Pokemon
on
for the region,
purpose.
a la Oddish, Smoliv, Bounsweet, or Seedot.
The fuck is
it mainly
this?
resides in the forests around the Frontslide Mountains. We have Trevenant, but I felt
Well,
there was room
I think
for a more
if it can't
friendly-looking
pierce
Ent
human
or
skin,
tree
it can't pierce
Pokemon on
any
the
fucking
roster.
skin,
Plus,
right?
conceptually,
Dog's hide's
it is
are way
much different.
thicker.
Its bark is especially different as it is inspired by the snow gum eucalyptus,
Oh.
which has this bark that almost looks like a painting of browns and whites.
Is that a snow
This
gum
kind
or
of
is that
tree
a
found in the
painted
same
gum,
part of
bro?
Australia that Frent is found in Ensum, and is
Yeah,
actually
no,
where you
I
can
had
evolve
it
it.
twice
So at
under
level
the age
20,
of
while
5,
on
which is
the
probably why I'm
Frontslide
so
Mountains,
brain
Frent evolves
damaged.
into Calyptric, the
Hey!
tree-born Pokemon, a grass ice type.
Look
Quite
at
the
him
color change, right?
go!
Well, that's because Calyptric is based on the rainbow eucalyptus,
Uh-huh.
which aren't actually native to Australia, but can be found in the same area as the snow gum.
Huh.
And like the snowboarders who this Pokemon is inspired
Yeah, dude, we have
by,
pretty
with many
trees.
tourists
We have
and
gorgeous
residents
ass
coming
trees.
to the snowy mountains
We
of
have
Australia.
painted
And I'm not
gums,
joking.
and
that
they're
is their
gorgeous.
actual name, and not a name I just made up for an area in Pokemon
Snowy
Mystery.
Mountains is real.
You can see Calyptric has these
Snowy
tree
Mountains
gnarls
is
made to look
real.
like goggles, and a coloration that comes together to look like a snowboarding jacket and
He
the
got
decal
boobs on
the
his
bottom
head.
of a board.
His forehead
Truly,
boobs.
This is one of my favorite fake
Or
ones
his
I've
cut
ever made
horns.
because of how effortlessly
I'm just
everything
talking
felt
over
when
this
making
guy
mon.
'cause
Its
his
name
reasoning
comes
is
from eucalyptus
crazy.
and lip trick, which is used in both snowboarding and
He's
skateboarding
insane.
to
This man
describe
is
tricks that require different
very
varieties
creative.
of balance on the lip of a ramp. Calyptric shreds with the best of them,
Oh my
surfing
God,
down
please.
the Frontslide Mountains in acrobatic style,
Please.
using trees as rails and mountains as ramps.
Oh my God, please.
Speaking of surfing, our regional fish has a bit to
Crushing
do with
everything
that.
in its
So let
path.
me introduce Speedle, the pointed swimmer Pokemon, a pure water type. This little dude is based on the flat needlefish, which can be found worldwide in tropical
What the hell is
and temperate
that?
seas, such as those found in Australia, and is considered a game fish.
Wait.
Its general body shape and pose.
What
give the
about a
appearance of
barramundi
quill pen,
or-
with quill pens being
or
sharp,
anything
pointy,
else?
and needle-like, which ties into the fact that I most definitely wanted to give it the kind of small, almost
Bro,
pathetic fish trope like
why not a
Feedass,
shark?
Magikarp, or Wishy-Washy.
Why not
So it
a
has this
shark?
pattern
Why not
around
like
its eye and
a
along its
bull
side
shark
to
or some
emulate
shit?
glasses,
Big
giving it that
shark.
old-school Poindexter
Aussie
feel.
shark.
Speedle are
Saltwater
incredibly
crocodile,
fast and agile
exactly.
swimmers. They
Hello,
develop this to escape
bro.
from
We have
stronger,
iconic
bulkier fish
water
that
shit
might try to
that'll
battle
eat
them.
ya.
They can be found
Blue
all
ring
over the coast of
octopus,
Ensum,
bro.
which
Come
you would be
on.
traveling along as the gym challenge would have you
Ducky's
circumnavigate the
passing
region.
away. Are you
Anyway,
embarrassed?
at level
Ducky, don't
30,
be. This is
Speedle
great.
evolves into Sailunch,
I
a
hope you know how much I
sea-cutter
love
Pokemon,
complaining.
a
This
water
is fabulous,
dragon
don't
type.
worry.
This sharp-finned and even sharper-nosed Pokemon is inspired by the Indo-Pacific sailfish, which
Great.
are known as the fastest fish in the ocean.
But those are
clocking
deep
in
sea
at
fish,
speeds
bro.
over
We have
68 miles per
shallow
hour.
water
It
eats
is
you
also
fish.
inspired
Come
by
on.
sailboats and windsurfing.
Come
The
on,
point of its
shallow
nose is
water
shaped to
eats you
emulate the bow
fish.
of a ship,
An
and its sail
octopus.
looks like both sails used on said ships
Stonefish.
and the sails attached to the surfboards
Lionfish.
used in windsurfing. I absolutely
Bro.
had to have some form of surfing
Prawns.
Pokemon in this region, with the region being surrounded by water and Australia being a premier location for surfing. But like
Yabbies,
Valentine's
bro,
surfing?
yabbies.
Really? Nah. I wanted something better and
Come on,
more fun to
bro.
control. So we have Sailunch, the high-speed, high-flying fish Pokemon to fill that.
He looks like a
Sailunch
yacht.
are used
Quick,
around
get him.
Ensum for
Orcas,
both
get
travel
him.
and
Get him,
sport. They're
Orcas.
faster than a Sharpedo, yet easier to
Get
control
him.
with their many fins to
He looks
provide
like a fucking
stability
yacht.
while in
Go.
motion. Just attach a big old mount to its dorsal fin and you are ready to go. I should mention these guys are big. They
Prawn's the only water type Pokemon weak to fire, the
Last
Barbie.
But certainly not least, we
Yes.
have the Pika clone, which has been found in every region since Gen 3, and debatably Gen 2, but that's an argument for another day.
Come on, what are
anyway,
you
our
doing?
Pika clone for Ensum is Bilbolt.
It's
the
a Bilby.
Pokemon,
Okay,
pure
gotcha.
electric
That's
type.
fine.
While I
Bilby's
worked with
fine.
Anar's Distray to create.
That's
its
pretty good.
category kind of gives it away, but it's based on the bilby, a long-snouted,
Yes,
big-eared
sirree,
marsupial
Bob,
that
that's
is
a
yet
bilby.
another endangered one, with the greater bilby being the only remaining living species. Bilboes
very
would also
cute.
be fairly
Long
uncommon
snoot.
throughout the region, found in a few select areas scattered across Ensign.
That photo looks
And
like
if
it
you're
was
thinking,
taken in a fucking zoo.
Bilbo sure looks like a rabbit, That was on purpose.
The
as it
Easter
also contains the
Bilby!
rabbit
Yeah,
eared
dude, they really
bandicoot,
tried to
as
make
the
an
two
Easter
animals are
Bilby
related
for like a
coming from the same
decade, and then
order,
they gave
which
up.
leads me
No one gives a
perfectly
shit.
into Bilbo's evolution. Brandicoot, the bandicoot Pokemon.
You have two bandicoots, bro!
How I said Bilbies are endangered.
You can't have two bandicoots!
Well, in an attempt to raise awareness of
I
its
thought your
endangered
bandicoot
status,
fucking-
Australia has the Easter Bilby.
Oh, wait,
instead
it
of
was
the
a
Easter
numbat,
Bunny.
wasn't it?
So Brandicoot acts as a reference to
Never
that,
mind.
with its body having fiery Easter egg patterns as well as being generally egg-shaped.
I should have
and
kept the
retaining those long
bandicoot
Bilby
skull I
ears,
found.
which now have little fires inside them. Its fire typing comes
We
from
found
the
a
heat
bandicoot
generated by
skull
the ears of the
on
Bilby,
Vay's
and the fact
mom's
that much of the
property,
plant diet
and
of
I
the
wanted to
Bilby is
keep it, but you
facilitated by
literally
fires that
can't
occasionally
own
run through Australia and provides
Australian
the
animal
regrowth of the
bones.
plants that the Bilby
Unless you have a
prefers.
permit.
And if you're thinking,
I didn't have a permit then.
Brandicoot looks like and is conceptually similar to Azumarill. That was also on purpose. Many think of Marill as a Pika clone, which it isn't, because it neither has the cheek pouches nor the electric type. Which
Why would there
applies
be
to
a
Mimikyu as
chinchilla?
well. So
Hey,
this
we ain't
Pokemon
got
acts
none of
as an
those in
official
Australia,
Pika
bruh.
clone with those Marill and Azumarill attributes. I would also give it huge power as an ability to further the reference.
I think that's the
Even a
end.
physically bulky Pokemon with two of the more special
That's the
types I
end.
thought would be fun, and give a Pika clone some
So
viability
you
in
think that
battle.
this level of autism's pretty high? I think so. I think you might be correct. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna give you Neil the Seal one more time. I'll be right back. I had a big coffee.
Is such a menace that he routinely gets the cops called on him. Introducing our protagonist, Neil the Seal, a 600 kilo absolute unit of a southern elephant seal from my home state of Tasmania in the land down under, who is known for, above all else, being an absolute fucking menace to polite society. But despite his crimes, we all still truly love him. But what are his crimes? Well, see, he seems to just fucking hate traffic cones and road safety in general, has regularly been caught trespassing, and then once he has been caught trespassing, belligerently screaming at locals because they won't give him his fucking fish, and has been known to just block roads by plopping his fat ass down directly in the middle of them. However, hands down, the funniest shit he has ever done was just straight stopping this random lady from going to work. I shit you not. This motherfucker crawled out of the ocean, up the beach, crossed the road, absolutely fucking bodied this woman's poor letterbox, and then proceeded to plant himself directly in front of her fucking car. She was then unable to go to work because this half-ton beefcake was camping her driveway for so damn long. Local news had time to drive out to her house and cover the fucking story.
Wait, is that the same lady that got
For a
shot?
single seal to cause.
I don't know.
But the funniest
Probably
part
not.
of this is, old mate isn't even fully grown. He's like 5 years old. If you think he can fuck things up now, wait until he's nearly 2 solid-ass tons of blubber and takes issue with the wall of your house. I do not think that seal damage is covered on my fucking insurance plan, dude. This seal is
Hang on.
such...
This dude has a really good one on snakes. Here, you want to see this?
This is Australia's most common snake, and that's quite a problem, because it's also one of the world's deadliest. Introducing the eastern brown snake,
Oh,
native
yeah.
to quite literally every state in the land down under. And unluckily for us, this asshole has earned himself a silver medal in the Note Rope Olympics venom category, coming in second place for the most venomous snake in the world. It is worth noting that third and first place are unsurprisingly also both held by Australian snakes.
Yep.
Because God hates us. However, unlike first and third, the toxic middle child here is a far larger problem. Because putting it lightly, he's a cunt.
Oh yeah.
The eastern brown is one of the most territorial species of snakes
I've been chased by
in the
one of these
world,
fucks.
which is a scientific way of saying
On my bike.
they operate on the US home defense philosophy. If you dare put a pinky toe onto this guy's property, he will bite your ass,
Oh, yeah.
injecting you with a hemotoxin that can send you to heaven via blood clot in under 30 minutes if left untreated. But hey, stay off his property and he'll leave you alone, right? Yeah, one problem. His property is your property. That's right, the eastern brown doesn't live out in the middle of nowhere like his slightly more deadly cousin. This fucker is so at home in the suburbs, he drives a f***ing Prius. You can find this burnt piece of spaghetti literally anywhere. Go to put your shoes on, he's turned them into a 2-bedroom home. Hop in the car to go to work. Yeah, unfortunately, that's his car now. Get to work on the job site. What do you know?
Holy fuck.
Works here too. Try to take a shower after a long day at work. F off. He's moisturising. You can't even take a shit in the comfort of your own home without running the risk of the dunny being occupied. In fact, these bastards are so omnipresent that out of the 200 species of snake in the country, this ginormous asshole makes up 60% of snake bites.
Yep.
What a cunt.
What a cunt. Brown serpent, guardian of the bowl. Alright, so I'm pretty sure the first one was the yellow belly black snake, right? Let's check it out. This is this one. Sheesh!
This is the deadliest snake in the world. Introducing the inland taipan.
Oh, no.
And
Okay.
being the deadliest venom noodle in the world, I will give you exactly one guess as to where it's found.
Yeah, boy. Sure is.
It's Australia. Of course it's fucking Australia. Be so serious here. Where the else did you think you were going to find it? Now, more specifically, as the name suggests, the taipan is found inland in the outback.
Thank God, not near me.
Extremely far from civilization.
Nice.
Because this homicidal hospital hose is the definition of size doesn't matter. Because despite having extremely small fangs for a venomous snake, coming in at only 6.2 millimeters, the taipan is here to show you that you absolutely can feel less than an inch, because those fangs contain the statistically deadliest snake venom on the fucking planet.
He looks pleased.
Yeah, taipan venom is a pina colada of pain, containing but not limited to hemotoxins to cause blood clots, myotoxins for paralysis and necrosis, nephrotoxins to shut down your kidneys, and 3 different kinds of neurotoxin. Needless to say, if it bites you, you will get a headache, vomit up the entire contents of your stomach, collapse to the ground in agonizing pain, and then your heart and lungs will stop, sending you to meet God in under 15 minutes.
Doesn't the blue ring do that as well? Pretty sure the blue ring does that.
Is so fucking potent that one bite contains enough toxin to do that to 100 people. But
Wow.
the funniest part of this snake's
I'm
venom
learning.
is that in the wild, they only hunt rats and f***ing mice.
What do they need that much for?
The deadliest venom on the planet, and they are using it to pack up Remy the rat. Hunting a rabbit with a f***ing AWP.
That's the cutest f***ing thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Counter-terrorists win. This is the deadliest snake.
Alright, so I learned something today. Well, on the upside, it doesn't live anywhere near, like, cities. It lives up back. So it should be okay. Should be right. Alright, I'll redeem you, and then we'll come back to this guy, because look, this blue ring octopus is also pretty fucked up. I don't know what this snake is. Another one of his Aussie snakes probes. He has a spider one that's really good, but I'm not going to play it because Berto is in chat. Let's do this one.
Disease of the mind, it can control you. It's too close for comfort.
So accurate. So accurate. One more here. What that? Ah! Oh. The fuck? I believe you had good memes, Ducky, don't worry. We're gonna go through Duckies and then we'll go through... Oh. That's almost the Mortal Kombat theme, isn't it? Mortal Kombat! Oh my god.
Yeah, and I saw this. I was walking around, yeah, and I saw this little bastard. Look at him.
Ah!
Damn!
Look at this bastard! I saw this bastard!
I was walking around, yeah, and I saw this little bastard. Look at him. Damn!
That's a very, very angry Goots. That is one angry Goots. Goodness. What is this? I want to go to a cool event. Such as ice.
A million colors dance on the petals of flowers.
What? I don't understand. You have to go in and get the jewelry from the ice? Is that the event? That's kind of cool. I mean, it's very cool because it's ice. Get the clit. Ah!
Everybody.
Hang on. Ended up being the victim. Yeah, boy, Wedgie! Yeah! His balls just erupted. His asshole tore wide open. She got him. She's amused that he's in pain. He's gonna need a doctor to reattach those torsioned balls. Testicular torsion! I yell and my neighbors go, please, please neighbor, please shush. Dude's butt crack is the Grand Canyon yet. Why are huskies? Please unhand me. Unhand my goob, please. Free me from these. Unhand me, wench. No clothes, no hands. This poor dog. This poor dog.
I'm a brat when I'm bumping that. Down 999 is a good time. Who the fuck are you? I'm a brat when I'm bumping that. No, I wanna hit my track. Are you bumping that? Till the windows crack, I'll be bumping that. No, I'll never go home, don't sleep, don't eat. Just do it on repeat. Keep. When I'm in the club, yeah, I'm 365 party girl. She'll be doing a little pee, she'll be
She's got a full, like, wedgie and everything. That's great.
365 party girl. French manicure with a recipe. I look hot when I'm. No, I really don't stop when I'm. Gonna jump when it drops when I'm down 999. It's a good time. Who the fuck are you? I'm a brat when I'm bumping that. No, I wanna hit my track. Are you bumping that? Till the windows crack, I'll be bumping that. No, I'll never go home. Don't sleep, don't eat. Just do it on repeat. Keep.
So I really like that they left her little hands, just normal hands, because rats have little people hands and they get into all sorts of little business. I love rats. That was adorable, and also, I don't know, I liked that. You won't unsee it, but why would you ever want to? She's majestic. She is beauty. She is grace.
Autistic. I like him. I like that autistic man. And would I be wrong if I asked him at dinner? I like him. I like that autistic man. And would I be wrong if I asked him at dinner?
Okay, so me and Vay both have the autism. Neither of us can pack the fridge that neatly. Vay will make sure something is at the front so that when you pull something out, something inevitably falls out and smashes. So, like, I don't know. How do I get me that kind of autism, eh? Give me some of that one. Alright, next. Next one. Ooh. Ooh. That looks like Vector. Oh.
Steve, get over here, bro. This punk isn't drawing my hand. Well,
Huh.
little bro. You see these guns? I didn't get them from pointing and clicking where the line should go. I draw my lines with precision, discipline, accuracy, and precision. This swole arm right here is what an artist's arm should look like. Woo! Nice, bro! You won't get as hunky-dory as us with whatever you're doing, you little punk! I did nothing but draw, bro. Seriously. Clearly nothing else would get my arm this jacked. I could do this all night. You really just gotta have
Nothing else? Nothing else? Not like beating it?
What did you say, bro? It ain't worth it, bro. that's it. I'm gonna kick your little tush. It ain't worth it, bro. Oi, you wanna fight? It ain't worth it, bro. Whew. Guess I had the time to cool off. I guess it's time to clean up my drawing.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep, sir. I don't use the... This is me. The way he's doing is the way I do it, which is why it's messy and takes so long. Because I don't even know how to do the other one. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Yep, yep, yep. That's me. This dude's me, except I don't yell at people for using the other method. For what? Vectoring? Good job, dude. Yep. Yep. Except now it looks exactly like the sketch underneath, so it's not clean. Wow. I don't know what program that dude's using with the vectoring. Oh my god, this is how it is when I draw. A nightmare. Maybe I should go back to vector. I only know the Game of Thrones version of that song. Oh my lord! Oh yeah, I'll show you the Game of Thrones version of that song. So true! So fucking true! Ah! Digital sketching, bro. Dude, that was good. So goddamn true. I don't know how to do the other guy's clean ones, so that's on me. Here you go, enjoy this.
Watching Game of Thrones, I haven't left home. Told everyone that I had the flu. It's an obsession, I'm filled with depression, cause it's the end of season 2. Now my
oh, you sweet summer
friends
child.
tell me that I've lost my grip on reality. They tell me it's just a nerd show, but dragons are real to me. Someday those dragons will be grown, Daenerys will be my queen, and when we reclaim the throne, you won't be allowed in our house. Don't call me at 9 on a Sunday night. I don't care who died. I'm filling my mind with sword fights and quests, horse lords and incest. When Ned died, I cried. Watching Game of Thrones, it's like a black hole. Wanna kill Joffrey with his own shoes. Magical kingdoms with naked women, and none of them have silicone boobs. And if the 7 kingdoms did exist, I would drink and party with that imp. Viserys had gold poured onto his head. He's no fucking dragon, now he's dead. Ouch! I'll stick my dire wolf on ya if you get in my way. He's actually a chihuahua, but he'll still rip off your face. I only leave my apartment to put the rent in the mail. That's right, I still pay my bills cause Lannisters repay their debts.
How old is this if he's doing it by mail?
Night's Watch, it's my birthright. I'll stand guard for White Walkers in the snow. This wall kind of blows. No hot girls, just bros and old crusty guys. Watching Game of Thrones, I feel bad for Jon Snow. It seems like he's always getting screwed. Gave up on Mad Men cause nothing happened, except for when Don's wife sang Zoogie Zoo. The Lannisters all look like Surfer did.
Jamie banged his sister, she's a bitch. No one knows that King Joffrey's their kid, except for maybe Peter Dinklage. This is his best role.
This is nothing but nerd shit. You better get a damn grip and go outside and get some fresh air. Get your fat butt unstuck from that chair. You ain't a dragon slayer just to lose it in your underwear. Wait a second, did I just see a pair of boobs? If you don't mind, I'ma chill for a few with you. Dude, why is that girl pretending she a boy, yo? Oh shit, that witch just gave birth to a cloud of smoke. How did that hot naked blonde chick survive the fire? Isn't that Mayor Carcetti from The Wire? I apologize for being so shitty before. The show is Lord of the Rings, but with titties galore. But I'm not sure who I'm supposed to root for. I like Rob Stark, but I like the dwarf more. Call my manager and cancel my tour. I gotta read A Storm of Swords.
Joy, you were a nice boy till you had those two kids barbecued. Winter is coming, I'm not sure what that means, but you can bet it's probably bad news. I'm not playing music anymore. From now on you can just be Maroon 4. Next time they do the voice, I won't be there. Tell CeeLo his cat can have my chair, 'cause I'm stuck in Game of Thrones.
There you go. Hope that was good for you. So, 13 years ago, fuck! Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Alrighty. So also Kiev Awesome no longer runs. He packed up and quit. He packed up and quit a couple of years ago. What was that? You guys have got more stuff? Hang on. I'm pretty sure there's another load of goods in Duckies. Yeah, we're going.
And today's No Mames award goes to this pinche haircut. The double muskrat pink rat tail situation. What in the possum is happening here? Let's
What
play a
in the
little
possum?
game called Austin or Portland. Barista or what the fuck? La pinche pelo. The ball fade, front mullet, business in the front, tacuache in the back.
Front mullet.
Edgars of all shapes and forms.
What the fuck? Well, I guess we could do a text talk first, and then we can continue with the TikToks soon. Let's see. I guess get in chat then, fools. Hey. I don't work here, and if I did, I would not surrender shit.
Yay, it worked.
G'day, mate.
So which text talk are you going to start with?
Well, there's one at the start. We got Battletech 101, Houses of the Inner Sphere. I think we watched that. And there's...
We have not watched that.
Let's watch the Hunchback
We have
one.
not done the Inner Sphere one.
Let's do the Hunchback.
The Inner Sphere one is 2 hours long.
Oh, yeah, that's the one right here, right? I've got...
The only one that I've seen you watch is the Urban Mech one.
Let's watch the Hunchback then.
And the original... Wait, was that the original? No, it was another one.
We're watching the Hunchback. Prepare your anuses. Do you need me to share my screen? So we're on...
Yes, just so we don't have stream lag delaying that.
How do I do that? Oh, here we go.
In the bottom left.
It wants me to stream OBS Studio instead of my screen.
You're clicking the game.
Oh, there it is.
Look underneath that to the left, yeah.
I found it. I found this. Ready? Let's go!
There is no audio for me because I'm muting the stream.
I have audio.
Okay.
That is a Birdo problem.
It is 100% a bird.
Beeple.
what, the 60s?
This is nice.
70s.
I like it.
Styling here of
Sick. Excellent aesthetic.
Yeah, I love it. Now, if you remember the last one, it just gets straight into things.
Nice.
This one takes longer. There is more to it, and they
That's
start
fine.
doing them as like
production value.
Yo, it's
oh
fine.
yeah, just skyrocket.
I'm enjoying this already. TTB Hunchback. This is BattleTech, baby. We're watching the Hunchback stuff. The boys got me watching Hunchbacks. I want to watch the. There's an Atlas one too, I think.
Oh yeah.
The Hunchback, the ultimate war machine.
Howdy there, class. My apologies for the noise outside as they're settling domestic legislative affairs in the usual Van Zandt manner, which is, unfortunately, quite loud. So, without further ado, welcome to the finest education these humble parts of space can offer. Please take your seats as we're going to
pick up on
tackle
all of the jokes
undisputed
throughout this, by the
poster
way.
boy.
There are a lot of them,
violent
and some of
excess
them are
and
deep cuts.
catastrophic overmatch at point-blank throwdown.
This is 2 hours
This
long.
is a machine which can produce
The
on
fuck?
demand a localized Armageddon with
They're all
one
this
pull of
long,
the trigger,
at least,
and
for this
wherever it goes, we know it by its silhouette alone. Tonight, we discuss the mighty machine that is the Hunchback.
Josh's favorite.
All hunchy.
As a war machine, the Hunchback is to subtlety in a firefight, as House Steiner is to the very idea of stealth as a warfighting concept. And as such, it stands as an eternally
This is a
cheerful
history lesson,
reminder
Dougie.
that there's always a far
history that doesn't
louder
exist. It's
way
great.
to accomplish mission
Mech warrior.
objectives. In modern battle mech operations, there are, as always, many platform
Butt Stomp.
options for tackling the mission profile of point-blank street fight. And then there is the safe bet, which is inevitably the Hunchback. For this exact
History of
reason,
nerds,
the
yep.
Hunchback is still serving in its original design role as a frontline combat mech, and while frequently complemented by newer and better machines, it has yet to be replaced by any one of them. A truly timeless classic in serial production for half a millennium, the Hunchback is a statement in engineering something exactly right the first time. And while remarkable on that merit alone, the mystique,
BattleTech is
mayhem,
big stop
and
your
mythos
robots,
which
as
surrounds
is
the
being
mighty
shown.
Hunchback is a far denser subject than you may have considered. For this machine in particular,
That's all right, you don't have to be a nerd to
commands
appreciate
its
Big
own
Stop Your Robots.
dedicated mech warrior doctrine cult that, again, despite all advances in technology across the centuries,
play
and
games,
other
you nerd.
newer platforms
Sorry to
being
break to you.
available, has remained rather stubbornly
games on your
loyal
stream?
to this humble
Watching a
machine
stream? You're a nerd.
above any other offerings. To examine this cult of the Hunchback,
Fridge
we must
organizing
then
them.
discuss the subject of Hunchback orthodoxy among the pilots themselves. For this is, at its core, a story of very big guns versus other, and I perhaps hazard, bolder ideas. To begin with the Hunchback's place in history, and to give our story this evening some proper
I don't know if you
context,
caught him saying the
we
cult
must
of the
start
Hunchback.
with a series of errors
Yeah, you understand.
that made
There's a
the
cult.
Hunchback not only possible,
I understand that you guys love
but
it so much.
suddenly absolutely necessary.
Look at the size of the gun.
You looking at its gun, DB, or you looking
Once
at the
the
handlebars
gun
to its
died
butt?
on
That
the
thing,
last
you see the
treaty,
girth on
the
that thing?
Starleague was more or less complete, and with all of the great houses seemingly
I'm a
happy for the
card-carrying
most
member
part,
of the Hunchback
there
Orthodox.
was
Yeah, you
indeed
are.
peace, guaranteed in writing and now backed by the implied might of
Kind
the
of feels that way.
SLDF.
Hey, Ducky, they can't hear
Fully
me, so
intent
they're gonna look
on
back and go,
working
"What
for
the
the
fuck?"
benefit of all citizens, the Starleague promised a bright future for all under
Pause it,
their
Ro.
umbrella, whether they liked it or not.
Paused.
What's the Star League?
Your
Quick,
butt.
quiz,
Your-
go.
Your mom.
What is it?
It's your mom.
What was the Star League?
It's your mom.
The pop quiz.
Your
What's
mum.
the Star League?
Well, it says here it's all the factions together. There's Kurita and there's Liao and there's Steiner, and is it them together as a thing?
Vaguely.
There you go. Is all these houses underneath all together as a faction, huh?
Do you remember what caused them to break up?
Your mum.
No.
Bro.
My mom doesn't live in this
Don't
universe.
quiz me, bro. I don't know. It's been like 6 months. You think I remember?
Video, dude.
Huh?
I know, that's the point.
What was that?
Bro hasn't seen the history of the Inner Sphere.
I haven't.
It's alright, we'll get to it. Alright, good.
Why are you quizzing me on shit I haven't studied, bro?
Oh, I'm gonna keep quizzing.
Stop it! I haven't done my homework.
I'm gonna get you
If
studying.
I knew this was gonna be an exam, I would have studied.
This
I'll
is
make the homework.
the best part of this video is it's presented as a presentation to a class of students, so there will be quizzes.
No, this sucks. I just wanted to look at big stompy robots.
Oh, you'll see those too.
Oh, it's there.
You get that,
Okay, I'm unpausing because we don't have. It's 2 hours long. Crazy shit.
Yet far and wide, there were celebrations. There was trade. There was prosperity. And there was all of this land out here with perhaps
Put it on
no
2 times
real
speed.
government of consequence to stop everyone.
Should I put it on 2 times speed?
That will ruin the dulcet tones of Tex's voice.
Will it sound like this? They have one lights. You can sound like this. Okay, I won't do that. I won't do that to you.
From
Maybe later.
You know,
there's
just
lore
having it.
because they've taken
So,
nerds have
there
taken
was
the
the
time.
periphery
Autists and nerds have taken the time
Those are
to
the same
really
thing.
expand upon every
These are the
level.
same
Relations
picture.
to the inner sphere is a much girthier subject.
Damn,
inappropriate
girthier.
for this juncture.
Did they have to zoom in on that face when they said it?
Of course.
That most people who went that far out into the unknown.
What is that?
That is to say that deliberately far away
is
from everyone
Yeah.
else. Likely wanted
Lizard
nothing
horse?
to do
A loss?
with the rest of human civilization.
A hizard?
Indeed, putting your
Oh.
ships on the horizon for as long as they will go into
It's
the
your
unknown
mom.
takes a certain kind of spirit. One that is very stubborn at its core.
Look how 80s
and
his
in
art
most
is.
cases, absolutely
Yeah.
defiant to a
It's the
fault.
future of the 80s.
Accordingly, most
What
of
mech
the
was that,
periphery
bro?
was for the longest
I didn't
time
see. I
quite
was too busy looking at the
keen to
guy
leave
with the jetpack. Let me see. That is a Optimus Prime.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what that is.
There you go.
Optimus Prime.
The head's not larger than fit a person in it. I don't know what that is.
Who the fuck's piloting that? No
the
one.
inner sphere mostly alone.
Hydrating and
fully dedicated
stretching.
to their own survival,
Pea-sized cockpit.
if not attempting to build their own civilizations in the process.
I'm gonna die.
Hydrated.
The inner sphere, on the other hand,
Stretching,
saw
my
the
computer's
periphery as
gonna tip.
either a lawless
Yay.
frontier chock full of pirate enclave,
TV.
mercenary free ports, or other
Now you are gonna
hazardous
die.
microstates
Oh,
to
no.
worry about. Or worse, some free real estate some other great house might decide to
That looks
take
like it
for
was drawn during a
themselves,
lecture
and thus,
with
in
pen.
that
It's
case,
great.
erode some of that delicate balance the Star League was so very
Ducky, go
hopeful
shower.
to
It's fine.
maintain. But things aren't so simple in the world of military affairs.
Pause it.
And as such,
Jesus Christ. This is gonna be
The
3
two
hours
mechs in the
long.
background, what are they?
2 mechs in the
You
back.
saw many of these.
Is that an Irby Derb and the front one's Irby Derbs, but thin?
I actually don't know what that front one is. It might be a champion,
That
actually.
looks like an Irby Derb.
Hard to tell.
Look at the head. It's an
That one's
Urbis.
probably a champion.
Really?
It's definitely not Irby Derby.
Why is the guy in the background wearing a baseball cap? I can't tell. I can't.
So
They're drawn funny.
the one in the middle is doing a lot of what?
Fire. It's a flame FLR. Yeah, pyro thing, flamer thing.
You're close.
FRS.
Fire starter.
There you go.
There you go.
The one behind it, I believe, is a commando.
Oh yeah, that makes sense because he's got a little hat on.
Metal Babby.
Little Babby. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, fire starter.
It's either that or it's a SRM Javelin, one of the two. It's kind of hard to tell with some
yeah.
of the art. but
Got
yeah.
those skinny ass legs that you love.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're going.
there are further layers to this. The potentially far greater issue at hand concerned the SLDF
Is this an
itself.
Irby in front?
The militaries of the
No,
inner
it's
sphere had been idle for so very long that it was just now starting to show.
And the
The general staff of the
What's that in the window?
SLDF and House militaries were mostly notional generals
Enforcer.
at that point,
Okay.
having fought more war
Nerd.
games
I don't
and
actually know.
police actions than any measure
Okay,
of
nerd.
actual
Rifleman.
broad-scale
Oh, yeah, they
peer
are.
or near-peer conflict. Significant campaigns
I can't see the little
to
heads.
hone or
There
test
you go,
their
that's definitely
skills were
Rifleman.
few, very far between, and
non-articulated
mostly
arms.
quiet
The
brush
Baby Yaga.
wars the Star League was keen to
SRM
erase,
infantry.
not learn from. The SLDF itself was a compromise of where to put all of that military hardware once the interstate war issue had been sorted. As a strategic leviathan, it was not intended to fight anyone.
That's
At
a cool
least
picture.
not at that point in time. Most of the SLDF's expertise
some of
was
this
at that
art
point in
is made by
parades and garrison
them.
duty.
Mm-hmm.
Peacekeeping operations not being war ever since Clausewitz started reminding people, the Star League was very much potentially in
Real
trouble.
history.
So, they moved immediately to correct this. In 2571, the Star League member states began circulating propaganda, which fell into two broad categories. This first initial propaganda was essentially Star League good, as the Star League had surely made all the great houses and thus all the great states of the Inner Sphere such good friends. There was thus a moral imperative to bring such friendship of extraordinary magnitude to the periphery. The Star League in this propaganda was a shepherd for a wayward flock, hoping to coax their lost
got a big
kin
dick.
back into the fold, to civilize them yet again for their own
Marauder?
sakes,
Bug?
and to
I think it's a
protect
bug.
them from the unknowns surely lurking in the deeper beyond. Yet, surely as the SLDF intended to fight for freedom,
that?
the periphery wasn't buying it. So
Big-
naturally,
oh, that?
people started to
Fuck
notice
if I know.
when the Star League suddenly declared
It's Star
it
League
was here
era.
to save
Some
the
of that stuff
universe.
is
And
very rare,
regardless
and
of how the
I don't really
SLDF
see it.
framed itself, most of the periphery had no such interest in any such concepts,
Jesus
as they
Christ.
had their own governments and culture, and most of them did not see the wisdom in joining a larger conglomeration of states. If they had, they likely would have approached the Star League openly and petitioned to join. But this implies the Star League viewed them as peer states, which they did not. Thus, they treated them as non-peer entities, frequently seeking unequal partnerships or treaties that favored the Star League at the expense of the periphery. This arrogance and exercising unilateral strategic power
Jesus Christ,
would
this
have
is dry.
dire
They're kinda
consequences, as
This is dry as
presuming the
hell.
weakness of enemies
It
you've
is a
never
little bit
fought
dry
is,
at the beginning
well,
here. It
very
gets to the good
bold
stuff, though.
in the
Okay.
historical sense.
It lays an
So when the
unbelievably
periphery
dense
repeatedly
foundation.
expressed the equivalent of no deal, new propaganda began to circulate. This propaganda was less than flattering.
That's cool, huh?
And was certainly engineered
Yeah.
to stoke the righteous
Minotaur.
superiority of the Star League in its self-appointed position of prime human civilization and representation of all that was supposedly virtuous and decent in the known universe. In this less than sincere version of the Star League's propaganda, the citizens of the periphery were painted as being uneducated and largely pirates or criminals, and perhaps worst of all to the good citizens of the Inner Sphere, actively harboring predatory design toward their way of life. To be perfectly
To me,
fair,
what's wild is all
depending
of
on
this
the
is
world in
relevant to
question,
Hunchback.
of which there are actually quite many in the periphery, some but rarely all of those assertions were true at the same time. In this propaganda, the people of the periphery were seen as envious souls who had foolishly left their betters behind, only now to cast hungry eyes
Hey,
upon
look,
their
it's me.
vastly successful cousins in deep want or envious desire.
You got
In
skulls
short, our
on
relative
sticks?
poverty was offensive,
I didn't
and
even
thus
see
our
her
moral
initially.
alignment was in need of
And huge
fixing
tits,
vis-a-vis
yeah.
the newly
Yeah, I looked to the
elected
right at
state
the end after I
apparatus
said
of
it.
such
Yeah, she's
strategic stick poking, the SLDF. But again, such lies come at a cost, and watered down truth in the threat vectors or risk analysis department has again historically never gone well. This propaganda overlooked the fact that the periphery had heavy industry in major population centers. This propaganda overlooked the fact that the periphery had working shipyards, which were producing working warships. This propaganda overlooked the periphery's
Fish
many
people!
notable worlds, offering a variety of products
Schmermaids.
and unique services. Thus, this propaganda
Schmack
was
girls?
mostly a focused
Schmack
lens
girls.
with extensive blinders to force a narrow view of distant people. And intended for the average citizen of the inner sphere, it was framed most to accentuate and worsen already held
guy on the
or
left holding his
persistent fears about the unknowns
The other guy's
lurking
hair
beyond
is
their
so
borders.
loud.
And while public opinion slowly changed
hear
about the
his hair.
periphery,
Oh, you can hear
as
his hair.
citizens were informed by the state on how to feel about their distant,
He's also missing his
unmet,
fingers.
and most
Very short.
assuredly uncivilized cousins, the periphery watched and waited. They had indeed noticed the changing tone, and naturally
Attention to detail to give that guy
didn't
hairy
expect
as fuck
things would
arms.
get any better.
Yeah.
And in fact, they did not. In 2572, the Star League
That picture is
decided
good.
to make
Is
its
that
Atlas!
play.
Are
Directive
those
21
atlases?
is issued by the Star League High
Those
Council,
are atlases.
a
Yeah.
political body which in no way held official power over the periphery, forced the Outworlds Alliance to accept the Star League Defense Force's temporarily indefinite presence as garrison. Additionally, there were to be Draconis Combine house troops to bolster this intended garrison action. Directive 21 suggested this was done ostensibly as a security measure to curb pirate activity on Star League border worlds. However, this is the same equivalent of waking up to find your neighbor and his friends building an armed observation post in your front yard as they are concerned about the ant farm you may or may not possess. And, regardless of how propaganda framed this, it was an invasion
I love
one
the
way
way
or
that he
another.
words shit.
The Star League had invented a reason to put troops in a foreign power sphere of influence and with truly massive advantages in power projection in their favor. It seemed to work. However, the periphery has a way
Marauder?
of becoming the graveyard of ambition.
That's a light
Sooner
mech.
or later,
Oh.
things
it's like
tend to get
it's-
interesting.
Is that a
out
locust?
here.
Might
Is this
be.
supposed to be a
On
locust?
Yeah, I
the
think
world of
so.
Santiago,
If it's
It's a
light.
weird.
mech
That's a
warrior
locust.
in the
Yeah.
17th
That's
Skinny
no
legs.
question a
Singular,
locust.
A
Skinny
DCMS
legs.
provincial unit
Yeah,
seconded
the
to
old
garrison
art
duties
is
in support
very
of the
old sometimes.
non-invasion, retaliated against snowball-throwing children.
Would you be mad if I went to
who'd
get
been
pasta?
giving him shit for standing around in a locust
come back
while
quick.
trying to
I'm
look tough
listening.
at the same time.
I can listen.
All right.
After deciding to retaliate for honor's sake, and then severely burning a child to accomplish this, the Locust pilot found out just how fast things can escalate in the periphery. The crowd turned immediately, quickly improvising more than snowballs to throw at the mech. The
So glad
Locust
things like that
tripped
don't happen
trying
in
to
modern
get
day.
away from
Yeah,
them.
right. Could you imagine?
He fell. The crowd rushed the mech, likely intent on finishing what the Locust had started. And in a fear, in a blind panic, the mech warrior fired every weapon he could reach. 27 people died. 30 were hospitalized. And regardless of the Star League's propaganda and the SLDF
It'd be
suppression
wild if
efforts,
something like that happened
it
in
would
real
be
life.
known as the Santiago Massacre. And that is about what it takes to light a fuse in the periphery. And unfortunately for the Inner Sphere, despite all of their efforts, the news quickly spread. Soon the previously peaceful Outworlds Alliance began to suffer riots under Star League control. And the SLDF garrisons found out how very quickly, firsthand, how unprepared they were. This was 58 years before the first HPG transmission, so the SLDF
The
could
Orion
have
looks so
contained
wacky,
the
doesn't it?
single incident with their forces,
Big-ass
navy,
club
and
arm.
numbers
Yeah.
if they had indeed been wholly competent as a strategic force. However, in the interest of fairness, asymmetry is the strategic way of life out here. And as such, the periphery has many a secret weapon. There was no FTL communication to securely carry the message of this attack, so the periphery relied on reckless pilots, burning as hard as they could, past the SLDF forces and toward every free port they could manage. Within one short week, despite the challenge of hand-carried dispatches flown as quickly as reckless piloting allowed, the story had spread to the other periphery realms. And having already been on heightened alert, such news was not taken lightly. The message was clear. The SLDF was not here to be friends. Regardless of what the Star League said to its own citizens, things began to steadily degrade, and there was no hiding that tensions were boiling over. It seemed there was the potential for a real shooting war involving the biggest military yet built. And naturally, the periphery began to react. The Magistracy of Canopus swiftly withdrew from border talks with the Free Worlds League, fully anticipating that Merrick wasn't just interested in the casino and hospitality business.
Merrick!
Then there was the Torian response,
Yeah, the Canopans.
as
Those
they
guys are
never
nuts.
trusted anyone other than, well, themselves. Accordingly, the Torian defense
Torians
forces
are
were
crazy.
granted
Crazy,
vastly increased procurement budgets, and rapidly thereafter began to prepare for the pains of a mobilized wartime economy. And as such, the Santiago Massacre signals the beginning of what would soon become the first proper test for the Star League.
Egg.
Versus opponents who had seen the Ares conventions as
Medi-egg.
pointless suggestions on paper, and thus had decided for themselves not to sign them.
I love
And
all the
so it
naval ships
seemed
in BattleTech. They're all
that an army
crazy.
with rules would fight one who fundamentally disagreed that war had them. And as these extreme interstate security issues continued to compound, and after worsening relations, continuing foolish escalation, and numerous failed attempts to work things out through poor communication, open war arrives by 2577. And while we have comfortably established that things just like the Baron made up substantial parts of SLDF military procurement up to that point, unnoticed, unchecked, untested, and most fatally unchallenged until desperately needed, becoming in time their own watchwords for the sins of military procurement, the mech stables of the Inner Sphere were at that very same time similarly full of untested war machines and battle mechs, every which promising to be the latest and greatest, and yet quite possibly not. However, on the eve of conflict, there are those who see clearly. In times of uncertainty,
I believe the Baron
these
was the
parties
destroyer
pay keen attention to the matters of
that
state
the SLDF made
and
that was just
frequently decide to
god-awful.
get a head start on this war material
got,
business
like, a whole video
before
on it.
things get truly desperate. So in 2572, with events clearly escalating toward open war, an ancient company from Terra would offer its greatest product, a true magnum opus. It would be an enduring one-hit wonder that neither they nor their successors could ever eclipse.
All right, so we're here, finally talking about.
By 2572, it was clear to some
Almost the beginning of the
that dark shadows were
Jesus
now
Christ.
in the doorframe, and the Inner Sphere badly
20
needed
minutes.
to properly arm itself for its first actual war against something altogether different.
The reasons
and
why it exists.
apparently unafraid.
Yeah.
Not all knew this war would be so terrible, mind, as claims of clairvoyance are frequently on the losing side of historical events. However, many corporations paid very close attention to the headlines, and while some companies did jump at the soonest hint of a problem to suggest an impractical, if somehow adequate solution at
They
unfortunate
got
cost
actual
and
actors for
compromise,
this.
some companies did not. Some companies are instead
Cheesy
very
full motion
patient
video was a
and
BattleTech
incredibly
staple.
wise.
Yeah.
Such companies in these cases will take a look at the problem facing them and realize if they don't do it just right the first time, they will have gambled for nothing on the eve of what was potentially then the most lucrative arms race in history. With the time horizon of a shooting war rapidly approaching, it was obvious that any major project or build would have perilously little time to get things right, if at all. The client's needs in this case were readily apparent regardless of the client's awareness of them. The Star League badly needed a frontline mech that was uncomplex, hard-hitting, and most of all cheap enough to actually mass procure for the inevitable attrition versus a peer or near-peer opponent. Judging by the news cycle, It appeared everyone else also needed the very same machine at the very same time for probably the very same reasons. This was to be a mech that was likely to fight in built-up city areas in close combat, as most problems with dropping mechs on a planet over typically fall into the category of heavy planetary scale industrial sites or built-up civil infrastructure. As a dedicated street fighter, it did not need to focus on any sort of long-range offensive or
You skip past it so fast. My
planetary
favorite.
mechs on a planet over typically fall into the category of heavy planetary scale industrial sites or built-up
What
civil
mech?
infrastructure. Had only to
God, what
live
did you do?
long, decreased likely to fight in built-up city areas in close combat, as most problems with dropping mechs on a planet over typically fall into the category of heavy planetary scale industrial sites or built-up civil infrastructure. As a dedicated
God damn it!
You are slow to react.
No, I wasn't clicked on the actual program. There you go. Don't know. Have I seen it? Is it in?
Don't know.
Is it in? Is
You've
it,
definitely seen it. I've marched around in that thing for a while. It's got guns for nipples.
what does it start with?
M.
Marauder.
Close. Not it.
Dude, it's been 6
What does
months.
a bear do to you?
Mola.
There you go. And what's the one in the background?
Is that a metal babby?
Don't say it, Josh. Nope.
Well, I don't know what it is. It's like half a.
You don't recognize a Nova Cat?
The fuck's a Nova Cat?
Oh, it's the best clan.
Infrastructure.
Not that kind of
As a
planet.
dedicated street fighter, it did not need to focus on any sort of long-range offensive or defensive systems, and thus could afford to be very simple and straightforward in design.
Also, it's not a Nova Cat 2C,
It did not
so I don't know
need to
what
be
you're talking about.
stealthy or even particularly fast. It did
Nerds.
not need to find targets or scout for trouble.
Nerds.
It had only to live long enough in combat to have an empty gun, and then perhaps prove itself useful afterward. It was a simple solution in design, but it was in need of an efficient industrial partnership to have a decent shot at mass manufacture in order to establish a market share before the war started. Thus, the collaborative engineering
Sorry, we're talking
team
market shares.
of Komiyama and Nissan General Industries joined forces to make the attempt
so
under
into this.
such a presumed
I'm eating
deadline.
pasta.
Komiyama is
So I stay
largely
awake.
an unknown contributor, somewhat effaced by the passing of history, and largely outshone by their more famous collaborative partner, Nissan
is asking
General
a lot of my
Industries,
ADHD.
which is a corporation
Yeah.
that traces its long and intriguing history back to pre-spaceflight Terra as an established manufacturer of land vehicles, among various other consumer
Oh wow,
products, as
classics.
early as the 20th century. Their collaborative engineering solution for the intended
This is a
mission
serious,
design is,
like,
again,
historical
simplicity
document here,
itself,
okay?
focusing
I
on
see.
reliably
Documentary?
delivering the payload to the target. The original design thesis, in fact, went like this: bring a big gun to the front, and then see what happens.
Wow.
And that's
Build
it. There was no need for any further clarification or argument. And it does stand out on this basis, as here is an uncomplex machine in an era where people wanted very much
Hopefully the
to build the
synthwave
next
helps.
great thing, the next
Does.
great flagship product, or to be on the ground floor of the next great revolution in technology, capability, or profit margin. Do remember that the Mackie was only 133 years in the rearview mirror
Mackie!
at that point. In that time, mechs had rapidly evolved in every possible way to fill every battlefield role as best their designers could fathom. And when everyone was spending oceans of money to chase always better,
The Hunchback
in
is half
pursuit
the
of
weight
perfect,
and
or waiting
double
to
the
jump
armament
on
of
the
the
next
Mackie.
great leap in
crazy.
technology.
Hell yeah.
This was to be a humble foot soldier, a simple street fighter, diligently serving on the front as required, and nothing much else.
Metal
It
babby.
was not a mech for
That
a
is a metal
pillar
babby. You
or a
got it right.
spotlight,
Yay.
but to be bought by the dozen as attrition.
No idea what's next to the metal babby though.
That's Jaeger next to the one
That's
of
a
the.
Marauder.
That is a Marauder.
Yeah, it's a-
Holy shit.
Isn't that a Marauder and then a Jaeger?
Orion.
It's an
Is
Orion.
that supposed to be? That's not supposed to be an Orion.
Look,
That's an Orion.
it's got a hat
100%.
That's
though.
a weird
Yeah, sure.
Orion.
It's got a hat.
It's an SRM6 though. It's an LRM 15 on the
It's an
Orion.
RM5.
Nah. It is
Five
5.
tubes there.
There's 5 dots. Holy shit, I did the math wrong. I miscounted the tubes.
Sold far and wide, the Hunchback was an instantaneous hit, and thus became a timeless classic among mech warriors. It was at that time the beefiest offering of medium mechs with enough firepower to absolutely pummel a great many things. And there are many reasons why it instantly caught on in those uncertain times. It had 10 tons of armor, as much armor as the Warhammer, which is a much heavier, if older design. That's only 1.5 tons less armor than the damn Marauder, the SLDF's later poster boy, which the Hunchback predates by 4 decades. It packs that much armor, plus the biggest pop gun we have, into a 50-ton medium mech. And so built, the Hunchback was thus heavy enough to survive a beating, and unless you tried charging in the open, you could likely take an AC-20 all the way to the front and then use it until the magazine was empty or, well, the cockpit was. And as such, it is a near-perfect product for CQB operations for that era, using the best, robust tools available at that time, and is still enduringly competitive as a medium mech 5 centuries into its production run. Frequently, the only lasting competitor to a Hunchback is indeed another, slightly different Hunchback variant. It is interesting to note that in 2612, as a strategic move in furthering the consolidation of industrial interests, Nissan was enticed to move to the Draconis Combine. This was done in exchange for 200 years of tax breaks and automatic, no-hassle research and development grants.
How does Nissan know,
did this
feel
in
knowing they're in
exchange
this?
for 75%
Oi!
of their total industrial
Those are my robots.
I think the one on the left definitely is.
Yeah. Hadamoto?
I think so.
Hadamoto
Although it's kind of like,
production output.
It's hard to tell because all Draconis
Perhaps you are
mechs
not
look
understanding
like
the
that.
gravity of that statement. So let me phrase it like this. The Hunchback was such a big deal when it came out that it was not just a mere weapon system of high quality and good value.
Never did get
The
one.
Hunchback cast such an enormous shadow when it was introduced.
well, we did have one,
that it
just not
was
with a
by
sword.
design and great
Needed a
effort,
sword.
even 30 years after its production run had started, directly incorporated as part of Kurita's overall industrial defense strategy. So keep in mind, in this early era of mechs, the Hunchback was, for a time, a House Kurita flagship export product. This is interesting as it marks an early attempt at House Kurita to directly bolster their domestic mech industries and provided a model for future industrial partnerships, which would cause
I guess
difficulties
Nissan
for them down the
would
road.
be Kurita, wouldn't it?
However, with significant resources and backing from Kurita,
Being in Japan and
the
whatnot.
conglomerate soon positioned itself as the primary fusion engine supplier to the entire
Battletech definitely
DCMS,
suffered from
adding
the,
a
like,
significant
80s
markup to all
version of
exports,
the future,
contented
like,
to exist as a quiet industrial power within the
Yeah.
Combine, harvesting money
like,
essentially
you know,
forever
the kind of
through
glorification
licensing
of Asian
deals
stuff as
and a
being weird and
theoretically endless R&D
Yeah.
budget.
That art there, the
Favoring
Ukyo era.
profitability over proliferation concerns,
Yeah,
House
like
Kurita
Cyberpunk
ensured
falls
the
victim to that,
Hunchback
too.
was one
It's
of the
true.
greatest defense export products of all time. That is until the original factory was destroyed, but there was a lot of that during the Succession Wars.
Got the Booth Babes.
However, due to the pervasive proliferation
do
of
Booth
the
Babes
Hunchback's
anymore,
production
thank
design,
goodness.
numerous licensed satellite facilities, and many external industrial cooperatives,
They need Booth Babes
and
that are
thus
both boys and
massive
girls,
secondary
please.
market support, the destruction
not
of the
saying
original production line
that's untrue.
had no lasting effect on the overall availability of the Hunchback. And unlike Wellstech,
banana hammock?
Nissan had already diversified itself into numerous other industries, so they largely didn't notice either. To discuss the machine itself in detail, we have to try to examine the minds of those most devoted to this simple
Twins!
walking
Good old
gun
neuro
platform.
elements.
We must examine the die-hard
Getting good
Hunchback
vibes.
pilot who will choose to pilot their
And cancer.
machine
Yep.
above any other choice
I'm gonna get some
in
brain
any
cancer over here.
circumstances
So we could
permitted.
liberate
It is
from this
they
by stopping it at the
who have
internet.
ensured this machine
Yeah, I think it's
is,
probably a
among
good
their
idea.
devoted
Not to go
number,
too hard
the
on it.
greatest of the
Like you said,
Well-
it is pretty dry frequently. So there's an intermission about halfway through.
Okay.
So we could stop there if you want.
Sphere
And
Street
resume
Fighters.
again next
So
time.
to do this justice, we must now break down the very strange subject of Hunchback orthodoxy.
Praise Saint 4G.
Above all other considerations, the original Hunchback stands as absolute testament to the enduring value of efficient engineering as applied to the chaos of war.
Which variant was your favorite?
The Hunchback
Josh?
is an eternally reliable machine.
one right there,
The 4G?
It's certainly more than brawny enough to do what it promises, which is to march forward and shoot until the gun is empty. Just shy of 3.5 million C-bills on the sticker price, the Hunchback is an extremely affordable warfighting platform for most governments, many non-governmental organizations, and an ocean of enthusiastic independent operators. Considering that the Hunchback spares aftermarket in the Inner Sphere is as pervasive as autocannon ammunition futures on the Davion
Those
Stock
posters with the, like,
Exchange,
we fight for the
you
Star
don't
League,
have to
we
worry
fight for
much
cash,
about
like,
upkeep or
the Hunchback
maintenance,
on them. He
thanks
apparently
to the
has those on
enduring
his web store, and
popularity
I
of the
kinda like it.
platform and 5
Awesome.
unbroken centuries of steadfast support from its insanely loyal pilots. The Hunchback, or parts for it, have never been out of production. Aftermarket Hunchback kits for field conversion are so common that it is very frequently difficult to tell what is and is not a stock model, let alone still entirely a Hunchback. As well, the staggering loss of once common weapons or their sporadic ammunition availability through the succession wars resulted in necessary changes to the stock models, which are represented by a series of austere but far simpler field refit variants designed to address these material shortages. But with the recovery of technologies, the Hunchback continued to evolve, always in production and always continually upgraded into the latest, deadliest iteration of the ancient machine. The Hunchback is thus a survivor, one which is provably flexible enough to adapt to both the realities of conflict and material shortages by being the one eternally reliable piece of equipment in any inventory which requires no advance instruction in order to use more or less as intended. As such, the Hunchback pilots themselves are a strange breed, wholly dedicated to maintaining the primacy of the Hunchback as king of street fighting, and potentially many other arenas, because they are different sorts than most. To them, this machine
I guess it's Steiner
is not
when he
about
was
subtlety, so you cannot simply drive a Hunchback. You must drive one well. You must possess earth-shattering style. You must leave a mark that cannot be disputed. Well-behaved people seldom make history, and so Hunchback pilots are a different breed altogether. As such, the leading figures of the Hunchback community
Should I put that helmet on? I think I
strict
should.
pecking order of what is best, and even what is and is not a proper Hunchback
make it
at all.
official.
Thus, we arrive at the subject of Hunchback orthodoxy. This is a very serious issue among the Hunchback pilots, and is fairly contentious as a subject among their number, as they are a very dangerous people to underestimate or offend individually, let alone on a regimental scale. I will do my best to explain all positions and offer perhaps my own, if so allowed. Because, well, not everyone starts their career in an assault mech. The orthodox, or pardon for my clanner audience members, the prime position, is that a Hunchback must possess a hunch to be a Hunchback. That is this box right here. The purest Hunchback orthodoxy requires that this box must contain a big gun. Thus, by their own esteem and judgment, the most orthodox Hunchback is the stock model HBK-2, or its more commonly known successor, the 4G. The orthodox Hunchback is all about rugged simplicity. It does precisely what it was designed for. It is a gun box with enough armor to close with an enemy and then use all of the ammo, maybe the fists in between. As a reminder to those outside this community, please know that with a Hunchback pilot, fist-gun fist fight does happen. The radical, unorthodox, or alternative position is that of the
They're like they're
swayback.
dancing the hell out of
The
that place.
origin of the term swayback is hotly
Hell yeah.
debated, even among the intelligentsia
Swayback.
of the Hunchback pilot community. Some will say it is the term for all hunchbacks lacking an AC-20, and I must confess, many opinions arrive as to the origin of the term itself. My research contemporaries and I believe it refers to the suggestion of lordosis of the spine, or an inward curve of the back, the opposite of kyphosis, an outward curvature of the spine, or hunchback in layman's terms. However, in application to the world of orthodoxy and the hunchback as a Mac, the swayback has two definitions I've observed. The orthodox definition on the swayback is, anything without a big gun is a swayback, and thus not a true hunchback. Yes, that is a logical fallacy. And no, they won't admit it. The swayback pilot definition is, whatever does more damage, I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
use even if it kills me. Yes,
Flying
it is a
V.
statement born from an act of rebellious impulse to nonconformity or gracious, free-spirited artistic license as expressed in violent
This will be
overtures
over
of
soon.
light and warheads.
And then we can go back to TikTok.
No, they won't admit to that either. If this argument between prime modus of dispatching enemies is most tiresome, worry not, as that means you're probably not a hunchback pilot, and none of this madness will make any
Ducky,
appreciable
focus on the
sense
pros.
anyhow. For those of you drawing lines in the sand, however, welcome to your
And the art.
tribe. The lines between them can blur
So
even to
much
a
art.
veteran of the machine, as each model will undoubtedly have its own unique field refits of variant created by an insane hunchback pilot trying, once again, to jam ammunition.
Not the
into
feetsies.
or seeing how fast they can make it go before it falls apart. Accordingly, the pilots of this machine, past and present, are their own conundrum. Eager to
Depends on
modify and
Bureau of
redefine what
Taxation
is
and
best out of what materials are most immediately present, and then to cheerfully test their thesis in live fire conditions. Like a battlefield magpie weaving a nest from dead cord and shrapnel, a hunchback pilot will make a monumental construct of errors until it explodes or impresses the rest of us, if only briefly.
Yes.
My
Impresses
suggestion
briefly.
is this. It is they, the hunchback pilots themselves in the end, that shaped the machine more than conflict, as they were always seemingly able to turn the hunchback into yet another terrifying concept of walking great filter, many times again patched or reassembled out of battlefield salvage. After all, to a hunchback pilot, glory does not wait for spare parts. So I feel the question quickly becomes not what is or is not a proper hunchback, but which of these machines should you rightly fear the most? Which of these machines is the one which will render you into the past
Fear the
tense
middle of
with the
that
sudden
birthday show.
impact of apocalyptic firepower? I warn you, not all hunchbacks are
Overpowered as
equal,
hell.
and some are, well, unique. Oh, and don't worry about the clanner versions. We'll get to them later, for they are equally part of this story. We begin with the original poster child of CQB Overmatch, the largely unknown Starly Guerra HBK-2. Very little is known in
AC-20.
detail about this initial machine, but this is what the state most needed and bought by the dropship. And as records suggest, so did everyone
jets.
else.
No.
It was that good and was faithfully reliable as a war machine in an era that seldom produced reasonable products, let alone during the initial production run. And while an early model, this is the prime incarnation of the hunchback in all of the ways that truly matter. It has a big gun. It has armor. It is not that fast. It was, and still is, on all levels, more than adequate. While many details of the original production run of the Hunchback have since been lost to history, this is irrespectively the genesis of all that
Gross!
followed. The HBK-2 directly influenced its successor,
Yuck!
the more common, mass-produced,
Yuck!
widely known
Don't deny the dog her
HBK-4G. The Hunchback 4G is the classic we all know so well, and is what we most associate with the base model Hunchback, as it makes up the current Hunchback market by volume, and is the most licensed and thus widely produced variant of
Yeah, I
the venerable
wouldn't.
machine. While it was not the first model,
That dog licks
it is
her own
likely a
butt
refinement
and/or gooch.
over in every
and
possible
probably
way,
eats shits.
save for the price point.
Yeah. No, she
It
doesn't.
is,
She
however,
really doesn't.
Where we
Oh, yeah?
shall
She doesn't
like
begin
poop.
to establish
Oh, yeah?
the orthodoxy
She needs to teach
of
Olive
the
stop eating
Hunchback
cat
for
shit.
consideration of this study. The 4G
she does
is
like
built
Tootsie
around
Rolls.
the same weapon system as
I
its
don't know about that.
progenitor. The giant gun contained in the boombox
wouldn't-
up here on the
She
shoulder.
doesn't
Boombox.
tend to get to them a lot
Pardon,
though because
hunch.
Casey had the
More
automated.
traditional or orthodox hunchbacks
Gross.
typically follow the trend of the 4G, which is putting
Josh,
an
you sound really quiet
AC-20
today.
or roughly similar ordnance in
Do
this
I?
hardpoint
Uh-huh.
for the express purposes of overkilling practically
Do I now?
everything at brawling range. Supporting
gonna
us
crank you to
are a
200%.
pair of medium lasers, a small laser for deleting infantry, and then you have the danger mittens for whatever
Danger
mech food
mittens.
you can manage between everything
Maybe
else.
Birdo broke my microphone.
As these are
Crutch
the tools
handle.
of a
That's so the
hunchback
DB can
pilot.
hump the robot
On the
furiously.
battlefield, they are a hammer.
I swear to God.
What? It's
As
true.
such, they will
That's law.
frequently
That's
search
canon.
the
It's
world
not.
in
It
want
is.
of nails.
I played
It is
MechWarrior
no
with you,
small
bro.
admission
I know how it
that This
goes.
is not a subtle war machine.
You like the legs on the
It is
javelin,
very
and you like
loud.
working
It is
handles for humping.
exceptionally violent. And it is designed
Crab has a back
to
slot for you to go
explode other
ham
things
on.
at ranges
Get that
where
crab,
the
DB.
target likely fills
Get that crab.
the entire cockpit window. The
Yeah.
4G as designed.
Does yours fill the
frequently
entire
closes
cockpit window,
range
DB?
Using all of the weapons in
Sometimes.
sequence. or
Jesus
all
Christ.
at
1 inch long,
once
10 inches
in a
wide.
What a
dastardly
monster.
catastrophic
The blade.
display of violence. The historical record suggests
We
that
don't use
during the
pants in our
Succession War,
mechs.
pilots
The boys better wear
frequently
pants,
started with
wear that
fists,
same outfit.
and only then
They better.
They
switched to
do.
the
Hell
iron
yeah,
hand
hot.
For
in
being
order
basically
to save
pantsless.
the
Hell yeah,
hazard
that's hot.
of aiming and possibly
It's hot in
then
there.
Yes.
missing with frequently precious and sometimes
She about to get lasered?
irreplaceable
That's
ammunition.
not a laser.
What is
if
it?
this were any
Is
other
that a
mech in the
explosion?
gun
Fucking
range
cannon.
posting such behavior,
Ah, sort of snap.
I'd chalk it up to tall tales. But this is the Hunchback. These things do happen. Using 13 heat sinks.
They're
and
basically
single
married,
sizings
so it's
at that, it is
understandable.
capable of fighting
Ducky.
until
Jenner show.
overheated
I wouldn't be
like
surprised if people
Vulcan
did that for
mechs
me in
from its
Vey.
era, and possesses limited endurance by modest heat exchange capacity and relatively low round count.
Oh,
for
dude.
the AC-20.
The spaghetti brought my
However,
mind back. I'm paying
with good
attention.
timing and support.
Yay.
A Hunchback can and
I gotta
will
show you
go
that,
on its way
what that
to
video is
That
from.
show. That's the
and
TV
win
show.
That's not
against
from a
larger
show.
It's
opponents
not?
the opening
more
cutscene to
often
one of
than
the
not.
games.
That's
So
so sad.
this is always
'Cause you linked
easier
me a
said
cartoon,
than
I think.
done, and frequently allows the
There is a
Hunchback
cartoon.
The opening
pilot
cutscene to the worst
be
Mech Warrior
overconfident
game.
and bite off far
Whoa.
more than they can chew. As such,
Commander?
many
That's a
attempts
good art.
to
That's Mech Warrior
master the
4.
Hunchback
That was not Mech Warrior
frequently
4.
make
That's a good
entries
art.
to medical journals
Hydration.
governing adequate palliative,
Hydrate.
if not hospice care. The HBK-4H was introduced in 2819
Also, Ducky, it's
or
funny because, like, me
mid-Succession
and
Wars
Casey
era.
are the same
It is
person.
seen as
Way
an
more than me and
austerity
DB are the same
downgrade
person.
by many Hunchback enthusiasts, replacing the
Not an
AC-20 with an
AC-20.
AC-10 in exchange for 2 additional medium lasers in the torso with the
To be
same
fair, Ducky's
overall
just
weight in
like a
distributed
girl
ammunition
Casey
load.
with
This
the
model is
singing
sometimes
and
used as a
the
cheaper Hunchback for
memes.
militia or local security forces.
I like it.
And serves as an adequate training
I mean that as a
platform for other
compliment.
models
Oh,
of the
I
Hunchback,
promise.
What does that mean?
If not most medium
I don't know what the
mechs
kids
in
mean
general.
by that.
In direct
Secondsies?
frontline
That's
service,
sad crying
this
face,
Hunchback
dude.
is rarer than most. However,
you're definitely related.
regardless
It's
of
true.
perceived
You are
escape
definitely cooler.
popularity, during wartime,
You
this
know how to
Hunchback
use
is
the
I don't know,
TikToks.
Casey's pretty cool.
conversion
Casey is pretty
to
cool. He has a really
replace
cool
battle
dog.
I'm not just saying
units
that because he's the same
quickly as
person.
possible,
And he has a cool-
using
and he has a really
cheaper
cool dog.
and more common
He does have a
weapon
really cool
systems.
dog.
Yeah.
In theory, a Hunchback 4G could become a 4H after a bad fight, and then when material was more plentiful, a 4G again. While not a true Omni-Mech, the generously designed engineering space within the Hunchback frequently leads to fast, if sometimes crude refits, which give the Hunchback much of its enduring character, if not most of its colorful reputation. As you could
There's no
imagine,
such thing as a
the
decorative
orthodoxy of
towel.
Big Gun was indeed strongly challenged during the Succession
It's either a
Wars,
towel or
and
it's
the
not.
overall availability of ammunition, if not the AC-20
Towel or a
systems
drape.
themselves. and thus
You're a
refits
towel.
quickly reconfigured war
They'll put the
machines
decorative
into
towels
variants
where
which
they
could
could be
still
used.
serve as destroying the
Towelly.
entirety of a hunchback is always easier said than
You're a
done.
towel.
And
Towelly.
initially out of
There's decorative
necessity to keep
towels.
damaged and
We just have
recovered
towels.
hunchbacks in the fight, the era of the swayback began.
You don't even have towels here.
The HBK
Ew, you just wipe it on your pants?
4P.
No, we just
Oh,
don't
you just
shower.
don't wash your hands after taking a shit.
King of the swayback.
King of disco.
And
That's
is one
why
of the
I
most
like the 4P.
radical departures from orthodoxy.
King of disco.
Starting initially as a then necessary Succession Wars refit, this modification replaces the
23 times
AC-20
heat
with a
sinks, they are not
6-pack of
enough.
medium laser. This brings
Yeah,
the
they
total
really
number
are.
of medium lasers on the 4P
So,
to 8,
can confirm they are not.
which is held in check
Yeah.
by the addition of 10 heat sinks,
If you're standing in
which
a
brings
lake,
the
they
total
do
on that
okay.
up to
Oh, yeah.
23.
What about the
Yes,
snow?
This hunchback still runs hot.
Snow is
That being
alright.
said,
Snow could help.
The
What is better?
enterprising swayback pilot will point
What is
out that
better?
the
If
lasers
you're
as
on
applied in
Mars,
unison
don't
upon
even
a target
bother.
in
Don't
optimal
bother?
range and
Okay.
under ideal circumstances can do more damage than an AC-20. Further,
explode.
it doesn't need ammunition to achieve this. It only requires that the pilot be bold enough to close within brawling range, which was by then an established hunchback trend and favored tactic. As
Blame
such,
the brother.
4P is a
Blame the
terrifying
brother so you don't get in
machine that
trouble.
frequently scythes mechs apart with an endless series of patient shots once within range.
Olive's
Or
on
if the
top of
pilot gets
it,
irritated,
Olive's head.
all of them at once.
They're
In
fighting
the darkness
behind
of
me.
the Succession Wars, the very worst way to be shown the light was likely a hunchback 4P. The HBK-4J is an attempt to make a firepower
We saw
support
these
version of the aging hunchback
so much.
by swapping
4Js
the
are like, I don't want
AC-20
that. I don't want
for
those
2
pieces. They
LRM
suck.
Yeah, the worst
and an
hunchback.
Yeah.
additional heat
I
sink
keep
to
remembering
manage
you
the
going, that's
heat
the worst
and
one. Don't
sustain
take any
rapid
of
missile
those.
Fire. It also has 3 more medium lasers, which are now
it's just
more than
LRMs.
enough to
Like,
overheat the mech
there are
more often
mechs
than
that
not
do
unless
that
the pilot has
shtick
discovered
better.
chain
Yeah.
fire. Which, given
It's a
what I
waste
know
of a
about hunchback
hunchback.
pilots,
All lasers and 2
they
LRM-10s,
likely
yeah.
haven't. The 4J, however, as a fire support option, is an attractive refit for aging hunchback fleets needing to have another deployment or two before their systemic issues can be traded off to new owners.
Adequate brawler,
The
because
HBK-4E
literally it
is
can't
an
do much
odd
else.
beast and another
Punch stuff.
radical departure from the standard hunchback
Wow, I like the
orthodoxy.
fists.
It combines
Hey, listen to
many
this.
aspects of
Hang
other
on.
refits from the era.
Listen. You hear this? This is what happens when mom's not home. They start munging on each other in my room. What are you doing?
Munging.
What are you doing? Yeah, munging. Biting on each other's faces.
Munging.
And
She
as
doesn't use her
presented
cone
by
anymore.
2920,
So he's munging
it was
right
an
on her face.
eclectic
That's
mix
quick.
of weapons
Yeah,
to be
it was.
associated with a hunchback chassis. It had an AC-5, 2 LRM-5s, and 2 additional medium lasers in the right torso, plus more ammunition for the projectile and missile loads.
LRM
It's an
5s, hey?
interesting take on the
AC-5.
hunchback, but this version is not popular
Yeah.
for a critical reason. From the critical, disapproving
Garbage.
lens of the discerning hunchback pilot, it lacked the pure, earth-raising force a hunchback is expected to have.
He sounds mad.
Which means it lacks
Yes.
style in
Yes,
the eyes
because
of a
he's
hunchback
correct.
pilot. And thus
He
it
is
was
100%
shunned
correct.
by both the Orthodox and Swayback communities. It is frankly very disappointing.
A hunchback
This is
should,
the
within the
hunchback for
span of
people
2
who wanted a
seconds, make
Shadowhawk
something
or a
disappear.
Griffin, and there wasn't any budget.
Yeah,
so
dude.
instead,
We always
it's
aim for the
made a
hunchbacks because they're
compromise,
rough.
which, to be fair, is everyone's second favorite. Moving on, the HBK
Deep
4SB
pronate. Sit
is
up.
another swayback,
No.
and an interesting
Do it.
inverse, if not
Actually, you know
companion,
what?
to the
I'm getting
4J, as it has replaced the autocannon
He
with
need-
2
he needs to be up
SRM-6
all night.
launchers,
Yeah, I know.
which are fed from the center
me
torso
too.
ammo
It's gonna
bin.
suck.
Gonna get an
This
MRI
has
tonight.
some tremendous brawling.
Gonna make it to my
potential
MRI
while
appointment.
blinding for medium lasers
What do you mean,
in
what's
the
tonight?
arm.
It's at 8 p.m.
However, it has the same
That's odd.
endurance
I
issues
know.
as all hunchbacks do.
I missed yesterday's,
The
thinking it was
SP
today's.
is a reliable frontline
I'm in trouble.
combatant that can use missiles and lasers
Why
to brawl while still being
would
a
it be at
useful
night?
mech for garrison
that's when they
duty
booked me.
or medium
8
intensity
o'clock, 8 o'clock at
conflict,
night. Both
requiring
days.
the
They'll just close at
occasional
5?
drop-kick
Closes at
insanity
9,
of
I
a
guess.
hunchback. I mentioned the HBK-5H as it is a homegrown periphery downgrade, allowing you to take one trashed hunchback
purpose.
and turn it into a majestic final surprise. You achieve this by stripping out all sorts of things like armor and the small laser, then replacing it with 3
Back the
RL-20
way
rocket
you
racks.
came.
Thus, I posit that the 5H is an attractive option for a hunchback operator intending to press a crippled mech back into service one last time as a distraction, unwelcome surprise, or hellacious ambush opener. But these many odd iterations did not mean that the orthodoxy of Big Gun was dead. And so, strangely enough, the orthodoxy so strongly diminished during the Succession Wars was reestablished by a company attempting to unify the Hunchback as a platform, and more importantly,
Oh no, I take all my pieces out before I go in.
product. The HBK5
If anything, it's gonna rip my ankle out.
when
It's not. I've
introduced
had
by
one before.
Kaliyama, said that absolutely nothing was wrong with the original.
He got too enthusiastic
It just
spraying
needed
air
some
spray
modest
to
upgrades
cover up
to
my
keep up
dropped
with the
guts
times.
that he knocked over his
Kaliyama
cup.
had also rivaled purchased the manufacturing rights from Nissan after the Succession Wars. Thus, again promoted as a flagship product, Kaliyama's
AC20.
venerable 5M was poised as a rightful successor
Double heat
and
sinks,
inheritor
case.
of the 4G, as it had all of their very best offerings and many select refinements. They started with their own bespoke line of Big Bore
purple.
AC20.
That's yours.
And complemented it with Helium
Josh's.
5 medium lasers. Rolling
So
off
that
the
wouldn't
assembly
use
line in
case.
3046 with
'Cause if your
delivery
ammo
starting
goes,
that
you're
year,
just- you're
the
worthless
5M
anyway,
introduced the Hunchback community to the joys of double heat sinks, and strangely,
Motherfucking
opted
Dennis.
to have
Oh,
a
double heat
small
sinks are
pulse laser
Yeah.
replace the old standard one. This Hunchback also featured, for the very first time, safety measures in the form of safe cellular ammunition storage. However, this Hunchback of Hunchbacks was unpopular among the community for one critical reason. All that safety came at a cost. And more horrifyingly, the appropriate cost in the eyes of the company was less ammunition storage.
Oh, shit.
This model was then modified in the field so frequently by Hunchback pilots that it spawned its own widely documented subvariant. The HBK5N is what the Hunchback pilots wanted in defiance of what the company suggested was correct. In their eyes, the company wasn't completely wrong, but the pilots felt they were more right. And so, they ripped out this small pulse laser, sold it for beer and parts, put the old cheap one back in, tossed out the case ammunition storage because, well, safety is dumb, and then dumped all of that savings into nothing but ammunition for the AC20.
Come down here and tell
They
me
love
what
the
to do,
double heat
factory
sinks, though, so they
man.
kept those.
Intended purpose.
The HBK5S is interesting as an example of a competing Hunchback product coexisting in the same market, and as well as a variant which emerges post-Clan Invasion. North Storm Battle Mech's licensed production run of the machine
Shotgun,
in
war crime
3058
size.
was
Oh,
a high-tech
Jesus.
Hunchback offering, which appealed to a select few end users.
Oh my
It
god,
was
hang on.
pricey, but well equipped.
You hear it?
Oh yeah.
That's Arlo. Arlo, can you chill the fuck out, please? Can you calm your
Now.
mom? Can you quit
Tell me
mugging
what to do.
on her face? Can you chill
I'll shit in
out?
your shoes.
Go to sleep. Do something else. Why is it all under my chair? Why is it right here? Hey, what are you eating? It's alright. Alright, we'll continue.
Like having
it had a
toddlers.
light fusion engine.
It is exactly the
jump jets,
same
and
as that.
inner steel to enhance the Hunchback's otherwise
eating-
average
What are you eating?
battlefield
Get that out of your
mobility.
mouth.
They're eating the
It also
same
featured
hoof
the latest
together.
in LBX-20 autocannon, case ammunition storage protection for its ammunition, and medium pulse lasers. Though the standard small
Shit, that's what
laser
that was?
kept as a default less
I heard him
than weapon.
disconnect.
While not wildly successful on its own, it was more correct in the eyes
I
of the
fear my
Hunchback
guts have caused
community than
DB his
Kaliyama's own offering.
burned his computer
and thus
out.
allowed North Storm battle mechs to compete with them in the premium Hunchback market. This
sorry,
as
buddy.
well goes far to proving the adage that the only enduring competitor to the Hunchback in the marketplace is indeed another Hunchback. But this isn't
to
the
finish the
only
coffee.
North Storm product in the Hunchback arena, for they gave us the 5-SG series Hunchback prototype, or as I like to see it, what lots of money will do to a Hunchback because laughing
Now you
gas
see
gets
me,
pumped
now you
into the
die.
offices at every sprint
Ghost!
stage in design.
Ghost rifle!
The 5SG is unique among the
mine.
Hunchbacks in that it is an ambush predator. It is a Gauss rifle variant with ECM and stealth armor.
Hell
This
yeah.
is accomplished at great cost.
That one's my Hunchy.
In order to transform the Hunchback into some stealthy Hollander variant or brutal harassment platform.
Brutal
Fanciful as it
harassment
was,
platform.
The prototype was not approved for mass production and lives mostly on in the realm of what might have been perhaps to be resurrected later by someone with more money than sense. It is pretty, though.
It
As
is
a
pretty,
dedicated
though.
stealth ambusher with enhanced first strike capabilities, I feel it is, in many ways, perhaps a smaller, cheaper, if more reasonable echo of what the Rifleman 3 was trying to achieve.
Oh, Rifleman.
The HBK6N is the company Kaliyama again attempting to address the needs of the Hunchback community by building their own production version to
Forced
head
customer
off the
appreciation attempt
extensive
number
number of field refits already underway on the previous model. I must note these were again field refits undertaken by Hunchback pilots themselves to address the perceived
It has an Amogus on
shortfalls
its belly.
with
You see it?
Kaliyama's
does,
previous
yeah.
product offering.
Little
However,
purple bean.
Kaliyama's choices in refitting the Hunchback
So
were again
sus.
judged as wrong by the Hunchback community. Their 6N replaces 3 of the double heatsinks with 3 more tons of reloads. So the 5N refits continued. Kaliyama had one more trick up their sleeve, but they were very frustrated to say the least. Their attempts at cornering the Hunchback market had only introduced new subvariants to the already broadly supported Hunchback community. Their next move would be far more bold, and unfortunately, worthy of scorn. However, not all reinventions of the ancient machine are equal. Some are indeed stranger than others. The HBK6S, well, it stands out from the pack. Indo-steel structure plus a 300 rated XL engine gives the 6S a top speed of 96 kph, which comes coupled with an alarming amount of firepower for its size. It has 2 ER medium lasers and a single SRM-6. It also has an LBX-20 autocannon. It has 10 tons of armor, 10 double heat sinks, and is fast enough to suddenly ruin your life with all of the intensity of shaking hands with lightning.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, you should be afraid of
All
this
gas,
very
no brakes,
expensive
onward to
but
glory.
alarmingly fast Hunchback. However, its design mode
It was
is
as fast as some of the mechs
as it
that
departs from the
Bay
Slayback,
was driving.
Yeah.
and as well the strict
Imagine
orthodoxy
Neil the Seal
of a
piloting this.
CQB
Ducky, what a
or line
menace!
fighter. So I dubbed
Could
this
he fit?
fastest
He's
Hunchback
huge.
a newer breed, the Fastback.
Fastback.
The HBK-7X-4
Forged in compromise.
Kaliyama attempting to redefine the Hunchback away
Look at
from
its-
the stated desires of its
look at its
customer
chunks.
base. Tired
It's a
of
shingleback.
seemingly boring Hunchbacks, Kaliyama committed to a prototype production run to see what they could do to reinvent the machine one more time.
He'd be bigger than a
Fully
Hunchy.
funded through
He's a
development,
massive boy.
4 prototypes were built through 3065,
He would
but
wreck so
further
many office
interest
buildings.
never
Totally.
materialized.
He wouldn't
and the
bother with the
program
houses.
died.
Nah.
This
Just the
Hunchback
office
is
buildings.
odd, as it is
Your
an
workplace
experimental
no longer
model
exists.
attempting to solve problems nobody wanted solved, using enormous resources and every measure of compromise.
Nobody
to
wanted
do
this
so.
solved. That sounds
As
about
such,
right.
This Hunchback is weird. It's the one that the Orthodox and Swayback cults both agree is in no way a proper Hunchback. As for why, well, let's break this one down, one piece at a time. It has a heavily reinforced internal structure, advanced case protection, an armored gyro, and then they move the cockpit to the torso
Oh, no.
for additional protection. It also
With the
features
water?
ferrofibrous
God, it's all my
armor.
butt's fault.
However,
Whatever
all of that
drink it was?
safety comes at extreme
Definitely wasn't
cost.
water.
Its
It
heaviest
was water?
hitting gun
It
is an
wasn't
Ultra
water.
Oh,
Autocannon
no.
10. It is very likely that interest failed to materialize in further development of this prototype, as Kaliyama did not understand
He probably does.
why
some
Hunchback
kind of
pilots
throat
wouldn't
issue.
want a
Is it-
weaker,
is it
more
the same thing that
expensive
Corpse Husband
Hunchback
has?
with a focus on
Good.
survivability,
It might be.
or
Yeah.
worse,
It might be
the
like a
actual
severe GERD
nemesis
type
to
thing.
their
Yeah.
way of
He's brought it
life.
up before.
The very
Yeah, he has some
concept
sort
of
of,
safety. I honestly
issue
feel
with that.
if Kaliyama had
Yeah,
instead
it makes for sexy
That's part of
voices.
why these
offered to
videos are
replace
so
parts
infrequent
of
is
the
because
Hunchback's
he
internal
records
structure
them
with
in, like,
load-bearing
small
ammunition
piecemeal
bins,
parts and then
they would have
stitches all the
quickly
audio together.
cornered the
Honestly
market
fair.
because Hunchback
Yeah,
pilots
he like can't talk for
are
very long.
very
And he also
much
talks
like
super
that.
quiet.
In
Yeah.
one flavor
He basically
or
has the
another,
microphone right up
one
to his
variant
mouth
or
to actually
another,
get the
Oh,
audio.
man.
in any configuration or model you can imagine. Almost everyone loves the
Yeah.
Hunchback.
Oh my
It
god,
has
look
such
at that.
a following that despite the fact
Look
that
at him
being
go,
beat up 4 succession
flexing.
wars and a hell of a lot of fuckery.
Yeah,
it's never been
Gerd fries your
unavailable as a
vocal
doctrine
cords, makes them
choice,
deep.
and has always found able pilots willing
That's a good
to
picture.
charge
It
and
might be
save
that.
the day.
It was either something
die
breathing
trying.
related that got
With
into his
such an
throat, or it was
established
something
history,
digestive
even by
related
the
that got
point
into his
of
throat.
their
I don't remember
exodus
which.
from the inner sphere, the
'Cause, I mean, you've
SOBF
heard Corpse Husband,
which
right?
would in time form the clans,
amazing
took the
voice.
best and brightest with them in their
I think he
long
voiced a
journey.
villain recently in
The
anime.
war
I'm like,
material,
yep, that's where he belongs.
designs, and technical knowledge they secured from the inner sphere was considered at that time to be
There's
the
also
apex
some hints
of
thrown in
human
that Tex actually has a
achievement.
job in
And so,
like, the defense industry.
unknown to
Oh.
the inner sphere, the
And that's why
Hunchback
he's
story
got like all this
continued.
like stuff he does about military procurement is because he actually like that's his job is
Ah.
selling weapons to militaries and shit.
What a crossover. Comes in handy. Here be dragons. Take a break.
Oh yeah, this is the intermission. So
It's got good music.
the intermission, like what's funny is the intermissions and the end credits are also totally worth watching
Yeah.
because they throw so much like random shit into them.
It's about a podcast. Slice of life Warhammer 40k game animated by Bruins. Wanna see?
He's like, ticket.
I should have you flayed for such insults. Speaking.
He stares at you and he goes, ticket.
Presents the ticket.
He takes it and he goes, identification.
Lieutenant Victor von Fock, 261st Imperial Horse Regiment. Death Corps of.
He's taken back by Death Corps of Krieg. He goes, shuttle G-17, fort down on the left, sir. And
Sir.
he seems afraid because the Death Corps of Krieg is very ill-owned. That and he doesn't want to die in a suicide attack.
Yep.
Midway through his day.
Yeah.
All press gangers, press gangers, motherfucker.
No. You're like, now who's in trouble? All right. Diggs, you said you're behind him?
Yep.
He goes, ticket. Okay. And he takes it and looks at it. And he looks at your hat. Where's that from?
Quintus.
That, what, Shuttle G-17, fort down on the left.
Wait, with that guy?
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to the same place.
Ugh.
What are they doing with 40k
he
roleplay?
like shakes his head and he's like, man, that fucking hand. Next.
Jealous.
All right. I already have the ticket in both hands, and I like bow slightly, proffering it to him.
He just snatches it, like he looks down on administratum clerks. He has a real job. And he goes, Shuttle G-17, fort down on the left.
Gracias. And he starts walking towards the shuttle.
Yeah, he just looks at you like, whatever. And then
That Silver Skull has a beard.
Tarzan, you're up.
What? Okay, so what does Tarzan?
What the fuck?
Yeah, what does he look like?
Kind of like Conan, I guess, like furs and stuff.
He is.
Is he an ogre?
From Caveman Planet. He is a barbarian.
Oh.
I'm imagining. No.
Yes.
I imagine he looks like a mountain man trapper with like
Yeah,
a round,
like Jeremiah
skin
Johnson.
hat.
He's got the coonskin cap and shit.
He's got like the patchwork fur pelt shirt.
That's awesome.
He takes your ID and he's like, yeah, G-17? It's 4 down and on the left. Do you know shuttle
Not an
fly,
ogre?
fly, no scare?
Griglak not trust Metal Skybird.
Well, Griglak better get in Metal Skybird or Bill Hookman put in Cage. Engine scrub burn die.
Very well.
I know some of these words.
Engine
Tex has a way with words.
It's so good.
Or Metal Hookman put in Cage
Yeah.
and scrub burn die.
Yeah. Holy shit. Is Deeps coming back?
I think he's sorting out what the fuck happened to his keyboard.
Fair enough.
His keyboard nor he are not present at the desk currently. And it's all my asshole's fault.
Your asshole's fault. Oh my god. The powerful asshole.
It was a horrifying sequence of events. I dropped my guts. He sprayed some air freshener. That caused him to knock over some water. His computer shut off. It was a bad day.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh.
When was this made? I'm just gonna quickly check.
Oh my god.
This
guy
year.
just straight up punched you like it was an
From this year.
anime. You just got thrown halfway across the room.
Yeah, I think this one was
This
pretty
is
recent.
Peak's Falcon Punch.
Or no, it was last year
Not
because
even
it was
mine.
August 27. So like it was last year.
I'm so good at knowing when the time of year it is.
Get on my nerves here, okay? So why don't I call you back later? Goodbye.
Oh, that is.
You always sneak up on people like that?
What a scream! He sounded like a jackal or something. What do you guys have? What are those things that you guys have? Coyote? That's the one. Oh! Someone's building a hunchy. Or did build a hunchy. Coyote. Coyote.
Coyote.
Coyote. Yosemite instead of Yosemite. I know how to pronounce stuff.
I would like to ask all of you lovely people a question.
Is he spitting
Do
something?
you want me to spin the wheel of madness?
Oh, Jesus. Ah, jeez.
And see what the fuck we make tonight.
What the fuck is that? What are they?
That was it was a thing of packaged survival meals for those doomsday cultist people that want to stock a bunker.
Yeah, the bunkers.
And it was
yeah.
an entire tub of prepackaged ration type food
for preppers.
Yeah, for
Jesus.
preppers, and they got one of the tubs
Oh,
to
my.
try them out and stuff.
Jesus
okay, an hour and
Christ.
5. I can remember that for next time.
Or I'll just leave it open here. I've got this is my special designated
The special
browser.
designated tab.
Yeah, because it fits exactly where I'm allowed it to fit. Do you want to watch?
We did also throw some fun stuff in there after the stream started because I woke up from a nap right as
Okay, let's try this
I
one.
think you had already finished going through it, so I'm gonna have to watch the beginning of this VOD to catch up.
That's okay. It was a lot of junk, a lot of good stuff, a lot of ducky TikToks, which I still haven't finished yet. We're still doing that. Let's click your American.
I am a proponent of junk.
Woodek. Let's do this one.
I love this guy.
What the fuck? Why?
DB and I quote this to this day.
That's so cute. I've literally heard you quoting this.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
We'll just go back and forth on it too. Just
Jesus Christ. What have you done? I'm in YouTube poops now. Let me clear. I'm gonna clear my hat.
Oh yeah.
Clear that hat. I don't need it no more. Put these sunnies of cool back on.
Oh, I have to find my favorite YouTube poop. Maybe not for this time, but definitely for next time.
Oh, you can find it if you want to.
Because I have to find it.
That's fine. Let's see.
YouTube poops can be hard to find.
True. Nerf herder, is this good? Let's find out. This one's from Deebs. That's an ad? Fuck off! No ads. Oh, it's a song. I think I know this song.
I am a manatee. I live in the sea.
No.
I sneak up at night, pretty baby.
All wrong! It's not scientifically accurate, I can't deal! It's a dugong that lives in the sea. Manatees live in the rivers, bitch. Can't watch it. Nope. Yes, dugongs. Look, I'll show you. This is a dugong. Dugongs live in the sea and they have like this whale tail. I'll show you. They got like whale tails. See? Whale tails. And they do what manatees do, right? Oh my god, this one's getting a cuddle. See, and they got this little dolphin tail deal, right? And then a manatee.
Did it bother you that Seal the Pokemon evolved into a dugong?
Yes. And then a manatee has a spoon tail, see? And they live in like the rivers and shit. Although maybe they live in the sea. Let's see. Can manatees live in the sea? Oh shit, they are in the sea. Never mind. We can still listen
the
to
lake
the song.
burning machine says. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure they're like off the coast of Florida.
Yeah,
so,
coastal areas and rivers. So I guess they live in the is it an estuary where it's like the river becomes the sea? Anyway.
Yeah, because they're always getting hit by speedboats like off the coast of
Oh
Florida. So, yeah.
no! The poor babies. Oh, you want to watch the death battle? Your death battle?
Do it.
We're doing it. That's a fucking ad. Get out of here.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're plugging them. They're
That's
plugged.
very loud.
Limited time thing.
This channel is like my favorite like guilty pleasure channel.
That's fine.
Master Chief versus Doomslayer. The super soldier.
I mean, I like
and the demon
epic rap battles
destroyer
of history,
of
so
Doom.
it's cool.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
I need to catch up
and
on
it's
those.
our
I've
job to
lost
Same.
analyze
It's been
their
a while.
weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Born in the distant year of 2511, John grew up in a normal space colony many light years from Earth. However, John was anything but normal. He was different from the other boys. Taller, stronger, meaner. Which is why the brilliant Dr. Halsey chose him for her great experiment, the Spartan 2 program. Well, he wasn't just chosen, he was kidnapped, replaced by a dying clone so nobody would know. Newly conscripted into the United Nations Space Command as John 117, he was only 6 years old. He wasn't the only one. Him and 74 other kids got shoved into the deadliest summer camp ever, going through intense training to be molded into child soldiers. Cause you can't spell infantry without infant. The training tore away John's identity. He couldn't remember his family. He couldn't remember his home. He couldn't even remember his full name. All that mattered was the game, the mission. And boy, was he good at it. Learning all sorts of military history, tactics,
What is this
leadership,
kid shit
and
from?
best
I
of
don't
all,
remember this bit.
weapons. 8 years later, he
Which
was
game?
finally prepared for the augmentation process that would make him superhuman. Augmentation which almost half of his peers did not survive, and even more
They
were
had, like, a
left
CG
permanently
short,
disfigured.
like,
Hey, he's got
series
this.
type
How
thing,
bad
too.
could it be? The
see.
biochemical and biomechanical process was extraordinary. Hormones and protein complexes boosted his muscle growth to an inhuman scale. His senses were surgically enhanced by rewiring his brain and capillaries. Carbide ceramic was grafted to his skeleton to make his bones nearly unbreakable.
Sounds
His
comfortable.
nervous system was literally shocked into reacting 300% faster at all times. And with a little luck, John was torn apart and rebuilt as something
saying
new.
crazy, DB.
Spartan! Hey, the process is messed up, but you can't argue with the results. And it wasn't long before he earned the rank of Master Chief Petty
Right,
Officer.
you should
Time
play it
to
along
fight
guitar.
some crazy aliens. And he has the gear to take on a whole army by himself. Oh yeah, the M85C assault rifle can fire 650 rounds in a minute. The M6R is nicknamed the Spartan Laser for a reason and can blow up tanks with a single beam of light. He's got a semi-auto rocket launcher with a lock-on feature, and if you're as lucky as John, a jumping feature. Oh, don't get me started on that beautiful, beautiful pistol. Good times. Plus, he's picked up a number of enemy weapons over the years. The Covenant's charging plasma pistol,
Burned his hand.
and sticky plasma grenades add whole new
Oh, yeah?
strategies to Master Chief's combat style. And the weapons from the Banished basically shoot big, scary spikes at people. Kind of hardcore. Unless he finds the energy sword or gravity hammer first, then he's gonna jump in swinging. Come on, you know everyone goes for the sword. Out of the 135 plus weapons he's carried, the tech of the Forerunners may be his most impressive find. Ionized particle weapons, slip space portal generators, and shields made of extremely durable hard light. In fact, by tapping into a Forerunner ship he was on, a massive amount of that very hard light formed a shield strong enough to save him from a point-blank 30 megaton nuclear warhead.
Holy shit.
It annihilated a whole starship, and Chief was just fine, floating around in space like he's chilling at the pool. I guess it helps
Weird.
that he's wearing armor so badass it's named after Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. Well, the Mjolnir armor improves his strength and speed even more, has energy shields to block incoming fire, and fills his wounds with medical biofoam. He's got a grappling hook, cause who doesn't, and thrusters so he can fly. Well, kind of. Spartans in armor have dodged laser fire from the Type 50 beam rifle, and Master Chief has pushed himself to run 66 miles per hour, matching the top speed of a cheetah. And he's strong enough to flip the 66-ton Scorpion tank, and even an elephant. What? Why would he throw an elephant? No, Wiz, not the animal, though he could definitely suplex the hell out of one of those if he wanted to. I'm talking about that behemoth of a mega truck
Also, yeah,
that
Ducky,
moves
that's like the
like
shtick of the
2
channel is that
miles
one
an
of them
hour.
is like a redneck
Even
and the other one's a
game wonders
scientist.
how Chief can flip that 200-ton beast.
He can access other equipment with the Mjolnir armor, like invisibility, speed boosts, extra shields, and even
is the
10
same vibe as
seconds
a
of
TED
total
text talk.
invincibility. But even without those, the armor is
With
strong
the
enough to survive
PowerPoint presentations
re-entering the Earth's
stats.
atmosphere and crashing to the ground.
Yeah, because they like break down, like try to give like a pseudo-scientific
Tough enough
analysis
to
for
end
which
the
one's-
war with the alien covenant almost
It definitely has that
single-handedly.
like
He
you know
was
on the
so
playground
scary, the
vibe of
aliens
like my
even
dude
started
beat up your
calling
dude.
him
Yeah.
the demon.
You'd think he wouldn't still be a petty officer after that. If anyone deserves a raise, it's him.
Oh, Master Chief Petty Officer is the highest rank for enlisted recruits. A commissioned officer isn't as active in the field. Kinda defeats the whole point of being a super soldier, right?
Makes sense. And he wasn't totally alone in this. He had the help of an onboard artificial intelligence system based on the mind of Dr. Halsey herself, Cortana.
God, everything comes with AI these days. This
Cortana.
one's different, though. Or, wait, maybe not. Is anyone horny for Alexa?
Cortana can hack other AIs, even those designed by far more advanced civilizations.
Welcome back,
She's
loser.
constantly tracking enemies, can guide large-scale battles, and even process the entirety of human knowledge in less than 2 hours. ChatGPT could never.
I mean, Chief isn't too far from an emotionless robot himself. Halsey made him like that.
Sort of. He's a force to be reckoned with, but John lost a lot of himself along the way. As luck would have it, and John is quite lucky, Cortana proved herself a dear friend. Even when she started her villain arc and exploded. But it's okay, he just got a new one.
Kind of ironic how the artificial chick based on the woman who destroyed his life would bring back his sense of humanity.
But no matter who or what he has on his side, the Master Chief is no mere hero of Earth, but a savior of the galaxy.
Whether or not he starts a fight, you can be damned sure he'll finish it.
I'm pretty sure Master Chief was in.
Today's battle is sponsored by Prize Picks.
Prize Picks is the best thing
Pretty sure there's a Master Chief rap battle as well. I'm fairly sure.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh my God! Get him! Get him, Olive! Get him! Bite his face! Get him! Get him! Oh, hi! Hi!
Ro definitely has a favorite child.
Yeah, it's definitely not Olive. It's Olive.
2 dark moons circle the red
Birdo
planet of
next week is
Mars.
Olive?
Phobos,
Olive?
named for the Greek god of fear, and Deimos,
Olive?
inspired by the god of dread.
Sounds like the perfect place for portals to the burning abyss.
As demons swarm the Martian moon of
Whoa.
Phobos, only one man survived to tell the tale and push the demons back to the pits of hell.
He was a space marine until he refused an order to fire on civilians. He was an engineer until his base was overrun by demons. He owned a cute pet rabbit named Daisy until those demons murdered her, pissing him off so much even the Hulk would be jealous.
Oh my
This
God!
impossible man was known as, well, nobody really knows. He's a mystery, a symbol of both death and hope. So we just call him
Doom Guy!
The Doom
oh,
Guy.
Yeah! There's a reason why my leg is the same super shotgun he's got. Oh, it's so freaking cool. He scrounged up a slew of weapons from who knows where and got down to some good old-fashioned running and
Takes me back.
gunning.
rifles, shotguns, flamethrowers, plasma guns, rocket launchers, chainsaws, and a frankly terrifying looking grappling hook.
The Unmaker is a celestial
Unmaker.
supergun, shooting beams of light that take down demons in one shot.
Only rivaled by the incredible feat of technology that is the BFG 9000.
BFG.
Don't sugarcoat it, Wiz. That's the big fucking
Big
gun.
fucking gun,
A single
yep.
plasma shot from this beauty can annihilate everything in front of Doom Guy instantly. It's like a handheld mini atom bomb launcher. It's also the power source for the BFG 10,000, a massive weapons platform that blasted a hole through Mars.
And so, Doom Guy discovered his life's mission to kill every demon, ever. No, really, he is absolutely obsessed with slaughtering demons, like an addict.
And look at him go! Oh,
Is
yeah,
that why he
that's
went and killed the
addictive.
guy playing
he
with
killed demons
dollies?
on Phobos. He killed demons on Deimos.
Yes.
He killed
He
demons on
racist.
Earth.
Technically a
he
demon.
even killed
I
demons
know.
in
He
hell.
The
racist.
sheer scale of demonic violence changed him, breaking him down into a living weapon.
Good thing he got some time to himself to grind some rails, chill with Isabel, and visit the faraway world of Argent de Nerve. Well, for all of about 10 seconds before he was thrown into a coliseum. Naturally, he was the best fighter there. He even joined and trained with the Night Sentinels, an elite fighting force.
And then hell showed up on that planet too.
Man, My guy really can't catch a break, can he?
While most people would be terrified of demons showing up to murder them, something had shifted.
Ash.
Doomguy wasn't scared of the demons. The demons were scared of him. Hellwalker, they called him. The Beast, the Unchained Predator. But his time with the Night Sentinels solidified a new moniker, one that would strike terror throughout the Dark Realm. Doom Slayer.
Imagine being those demons, excited to invade a whole new world far away from that helmeted
That one,
freak who
the
killed you
dolly.
last time, just to stumble onto him all over again.
No.
I'd be scared too. The Slayer is like a fusion dance of Jason Voorhees and the goddamn Terminator. He's always coming up with new ways to kill demons, but my fave is the blazing sword called the Crucible.
The Crucible is powered
That's a
by
Death Knight
Argent
sword.
energy, sort of like a fuel for hell.
That is very much
Completely
like a
charged,
Death
it
Knight
can
or
power
Dark
all
Knight.
of Earth for up to 8
Rune blade.
months. Granted, much of Earth had been decimated at that point, but it's future technology, so it probably evens out. By taking the average annual consumption of Earth and narrowing it down to 2/3, given the 8 months time, thereby multiplying it by 0.666,
Of course.
how fitting, we can conclude that the Crucible's full charge outputs over 53 quadrillion joules of energy, giving an output of approximately 157 trillion kilowatt hours.
Yeah, big number. That's
Jesus.
nice. But the Slayer just uses the Crucible to blow shit up.
Get some-
Even without it, he can fight specters, which are totally invisible to most people.
Jeez.
He's strong enough to knock around these enormous steel blocks like nothing, and can even take down Titans with his bare hands. Titans that can be 1,000 feet
Oh my
tall.
God.
Is this
Yuck.
guy even human?
Those on Earth might not think so.
Too big.
He's not just a hero of the people. Some believe he's more.
Like a religion. Like a god.
Well, hang on. We know he's human because we know his ancestry. Doomguy is the great-grandson of B.J. Blazkowicz from the Wolfenstein games, which means Doomguy's father is the one and only Commander Keen.
I don't
Wow.
know. That just makes him even more mysterious.
Regardless, the Slayer has plenty of upgrades, power-ups, and rune enhancements that make him seem superhuman.
Wonder how much
like
Rule
speeding
34
up his
for
perception
these-
of time, turning
these
partially
robot
invisible,
boys.
or even becoming completely invulnerable for 30 seconds. But don't get it wrong, the Slayer
Master
is
Chief
not
probably a
invincible.
lot.
Yeah.
While his
I
rage
don't
makes him
wanna
an
think of
unstoppable
Doom
force
Guy
of
Rule
fury,
34.
it
Are you sure?
consumes him. He's less
I
a
really
precise
don't.
weapon
He probably
and more
fucks
like
demons.
setting loose a bull in a china shop.
Maybe.
If
I
the
doubt
bull
it.
was also strapped to 8 swinging wrecking balls and a rocket-powered
doubt it?
steamroller.
The Praetor
You
suit
wouldn't
may
angry
be
fuck
an
them?
ancient relic, but it's also the most advanced set of armor in the universe.
At least
and
I don't wanna
totally
think about the
indestructible.
That's
Oh,
fair.
and Assassin's Creed guy wishes he had a wrist knife as epic as the Doom Blade.
Whoa.
Back in his Doomguy days, he relied on mega armor that could half all damage. Now, his Praetor suit can withstand Argent Plasma, the same energy that powers the Crucible. He can even tank actual meteors.
Or he'll just dodge the meteors, because he's fast enough to outrun rockets from a rocket launcher.
He also has some help in the form of Vega,
Where else
an
would it
AI
fire
he found overseeing mining operations on Mars. While Vega was not originally designed for combat scenarios, it is proficient in hacking and technical know-how. Vega can even create portals to alternate dimensions, including hell itself.
It's
Oh,
like pizza
fuck.
delivery, but for demons. Of course, that just makes it easier for Doomslayer to chainsaw
But now he's just going to
them
their
in half.
home and killing
Time
them.
works differently in hell. The Slayer may technically be human, but his rage evolved him, turning him into something more.
And then he was literally blessed with immortality. Yeah, he can still technically die, but he no longer ages. So he's been killing demons for dozens, no hundreds, no thousands of years.
Whoa.
However,
What
it
the
turns
fuck,
out
really?
the Slayer was all part of a grander story. For Vega was actually
The
the,
story
remnant
in the
of
new
an
Doom game
ancient
gets unhinged.
god.
Oh, yeah?
God is an AI? Okay, the inevitable robot takeover is gonna go way harder than I thought.
And Vega's ultimate enemy was the Dark Lord of Hell. He has many names: Davoth, Satan, the Devil, the true first being who created all of existence.
But he's the master of all demons, the most demon-y demon of demons.
Yeah,
we
and
all
he's
know
a
what
space
the Slayer
marine.
does to demons. Say it with me now. Rip and tear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, why does the Devil look like the Doomslayer?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he wanted to take a form known for pure destruction. You see, Doom is in many ways a surreal postmodern story that is up to the player's interpretation.
Right.
Also, killing evil wannabe Doom guy in a mech suit from hell is just badass.
The Doomslayer had fulfilled his purpose. He'd slain the Dark Lord, decimated demonkind, and trapped whatever scraps remained behind the closed gates of hell. And so, like an ancient weapon of prophecy, the Slayer was sealed away, ready to awaken at humanity's call when the
What in the
fires
hell?
open again.
All hail the Slayer,
Correct.
the Destroyer.
What the heck? But
He
they
is more
put
than
him
a
away,
man.
and he just got lunchboxed.
All he knows is how to kill demons.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death
He is a hammer and demons are nails.
Jesus Christ, that's a huge build up to the actual
I'm not
battle.
detecting enemy forces. Perhaps they left?
You tell me.
You sure demand a lot from a girl. Wait. Around the corner. Be ready.
Enemy located. Combat will likely be necessary.
But he's not a
Wasn't
demon.
he astute?
Alert. Portal detected.
He's just walking.
Who brings a chainsaw to a gunfight?
He's gonna lumberjack Master Chief because he's got wood, see? Damn.
Chief, watch your six!
Whoa. Whoa.
You are surrounded.
It's cool music.
Yeah, they nailed the fusion of like Doom and Halo music.
So good.
What the hell just happened?
Hey!
I'll see what I can do about that annoying AI.
Do it. I'll finish this fight. I can no longer detect the enemy. Systems complete.
Now kiss! Aww. A rat! A rat in hell!
Gotta have your classic laser fight.
Chief, still with me?
Where was he keeping those? Nature's pocket? Oh my god, the shield alert. The shield alerts are taking me back. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guess that settles that.
And lo, our avenging angel has triumphed, for
Hit him
he
with the rip and
is
tear.
Doom.
Yeah.
Amen.
There's a lot going on here, so let's break this down, starting with physical stats. Being a genetically enhanced super soldier, you'd probably expect the Master Chief to take the edge here.
Wrong! Chief can outrun a cheetah moving 66 miles per hour. The Slayer can outrun a rocket zooming almost 8 times faster.
Master Chief can flip the 200-ton elephant platform. The Slayer can fling around these massive steel cubes, which each measure to over 400
Why are they going
tons.
through this? He literally he
take
just
down
won.
Titans with his bare hands, so it adds up.
It's-
If this came
They
down
started
to a
doing
fist
this after
fight,
a while
he'd just
because people
punch
in the
Chief's
comments
head
were
off.
like
Stats may
losing
go
their
to the
shit
Doom
over like
Slayer,
player
but Master
forgot
Chief
it,
has
so it's
one
like a
trick to
recap.
slay
of
Oh
how
my
we
god.
actually
For the
do.
for the for the
Maybe God
autists
repackaged
that we
as
all
Siri,
are.
but Cortana
Oh,
is
yeah.
clearly the more dangerous computer pal.
Cortana was designed for combat encounters and battle planning. Vega oversaw a mining facility. Granted, Vega's nothing to laugh at, but Cortana's kind of famous for hacking ancient all-knowing
The best
talents
comment I
on
saw
multiple
along these
occasions.
lines was like
And even if you
Cortana
want to
turning
argue
off
Chief should have the
Vega
weapon
on the
instead,
Doomslayer
she's still a
was like
copy
turning
of
off the
Cortana.
radio in
And
a
when it
speeding
comes
truck.
to experience, Chief likely has more consistent training. Becoming a super soldier and one-man army is basically all he did since he was a child.
The Slayer may seem like a rampaging bull consumed by rage, and he is, but he was also a Marine and trained with the Night Sentinels.
And since time in hell gets wacky, he fought demons non-stop for thousands of years.
Given the sheer variety of enemies, battles,
Dear
and
God.
wars Master Chief
Do you
has
guys wanna watch
experienced,
this
It's a tough call, but we think fighting demons for so long tips the scale to the Slayer.
Not that
I
it matters
agree.
much, because we're on to the...
I agree that he has 1,000 years of like battle ahead of Master Chief. Anyway, let's see what the rap battles one is. I don't know who Master Chief versed though. Oh, Leonidas. This one's good.
Oh, Leonidas, yeah.
This one is good.
Master Chief! Listen! Leonidas! Because Spartans and Spartans! Show this petty up and the who's the hardest! The biggest mistake that you've ever made!
I foresee a gay joke, I'm sure.
My sandals are raging tonight, which will rhyme in the shade! You puny fans of fat nerd the computer! Jerking up the games, giving themselves first-person shooters! Your armor's hard, but my abs are harder! You're in my hood now, Chief! This is Sparta! Not so fast. Cortana says you're Greek, so why don't you stick these lyrics up your ass?
There's
You're a
one.
monument to my sins. You're the soldier that needs you to be. Ain't no way that you could beat me. Even my initials spell MC. While you and your companions were all camping in a canyon, took a camping to your house and killed your queen, my plasma cannon. They should have thrown your rhymes over the cliff because they're sickly. You will not enjoy this, but it will be over quickly. I've had better battles with my 6-year-old son. I don't need firepower when I'm rocking these guns. I'm Kane. You sleep with a freezer in outer space. I look you in the eyes. We get too much of a bitch to show your face. You got a bad case of no shirt there, Fabio Flintstone. Your whole plan got messed up by a hunchback with Down syndrome. 300
Oh,
asses eating
what? How old is
chicken.
this?
Get more teabags and Lipton. So watch and quit your bitching. My trigger fingers itching.
How old is this? 13 years. That explains a lot.
13 years, yep.
Have you seen the Deadpool one?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you it. Get it in your eyeballs. This one's also old.
Oh, is it me? Well, here's my first issue. I barely even know enough about you to diss But you guys honestly think that I would screw this feud up and lose to the dude a huge toothy coochie chewed up? Banana, I do damage when I brandish my katanas. Man, I'll slice you up then vanish in my ladybug pajamas. I'm gonna become your zero to your papa.
How is this history? Good question.
Because it's just epic rap battles at this point.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you.
They ran out of historical figures.
I'll show you my favorite one, or one of my favorite ones. After this. Cable!
Man, your comic sloppy second. Dr. Kill Brew Dude needs to go back to med school. Cause right now, you're no good to me, Deadpool. What's that? A missile backpack? Well, I guess you'll be right if a fucking bird attacks. Presenting the most overrated character anyone ever saw with 5 lines in the trilogy. And one of them was...
Sundry.
Cause I look fucking great. You look like someone spilled lasagna on your face. But you're worth a lot to me. If I bring you back dead, schizophrenics pay triple. One for each head.
Damn.
Schizophrenic, you got 2 different voices. You're like your holiday special, man. Full of bad choices. You think your Timmy Tonga's hot, but you couldn't be mild. You should have made the choice to ditch the prick from Van Wild.
Whoa! How old is the Deadpool movie? This must be before Deadpool movies. So he's referring to the horrible Wolverine movie. That's the one, Origins. Yo, I have a better one.
2016. It's almost 10 years old.
Shit. This one's one of my favorites. You ready? This is actually historical. Here you go, enjoy. Shut up, DB! And it's got Smosh in it! And Good Mythical Warning!
Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael! We got
Cowabunga dude, so let's get it on. Reptiles against the fathers of the Renaissance. We got the classical technique to kick these three-toed freaks back onto the street. I take a turtle and turn him into mincemeat. You don't really want to step to Da Vinci. I love the ladies, I like to keep it mellow. So let me pass the mic to my man Donatello.
Hard shell, but you're gross in the middle. Wouldn't want to touch you with a 6-foot chisel. Born in goop, raised in poop. I slice through a root of ninjas like fruit. Oops.
Yo, Raphael when I came to flow. Beam dope on the Pope and a bone till I croak. I'm an MC shredder, but I get the feeling. I should pass it up to my man on the ceiling. Oh, Michelangelo and I'm giant. I make David, but I slay you like a lion. I'm a rap god and you can't quite touch me. This battle's your last judgment, trust me.
We drop science.
We got the mathematics.
The architects of rebirth, the rap addicts.
You reach the foot, but it won't go well.
When you catch an Italian
Boot to the half shell.
The wisdom of our master taught us not to rush to violence, but our master
Ain't here, I don't think you wanna mess with my guitar to play. We're back in your fly behind like helicopter fly away. I could be my steady rock a mic sucker. I'm a pristine, sistine nunchucker. Oh hi, I'm a cool but rude guy. Put you back in school with the tip of my two sides.
Doctor, tell me who you are again, dude, because I don't got him a lot of clue what you do.
That's because you mutants are too immature.
You wouldn't know genius if a piss in your suit. We got the talent
And the lies
and
that
rhyme so sweet.
We're like your NES game.
Cause we can't be beat.
Yo, go ahead and hate, we just skate on by.
You guys draw more dicks than New York Pride.
Teams up, kicking out elite. Chat with us, tell me the pizza.
So good. You like that one? I have another one.
Good God.
I'm gonna make you watch one more. Just one more. It's really fun. Here, get this one in, yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if they actually got Adam Savage there.
They didn't. Sadly.
Are you tired of two geeks and mustaches who can manage to be boring with explosions and crashes?
If you or the Lorax want to bust like we do, give us a call.
We're ready to defeat you. Ghostbusters, flow crushers, get the job done. Spitting out the lyrics like, we got one. Get the people moving like the Statue of Liberty.
Try to beat us in a battle? Man, you gotta be kidding me.
The delivery of stand straight like my main man Slinky. I collect spores.
Tell them about the twink.
Like your show, it's all fluff and filler. I'll kick your hiney, man. I'm a savage killer.
Wow, your raps are just too whack to handle.
Let's do it like we do on the Discovery Channel. Your science is preposterous, the opposite of competent process. And in this episode, we'll give you a synopsis. Starting with the vacuum cleaner strapped up on your back. It's a fact,
positrons don't react like that.
Built a laser grate with no safety switch. And Walter Peck was right, that's some shady shit.
Good thing you live in a firehouse.
You just got burned.
You are a poor scientist.
That's good nerve. That's enough from the walrus and Dickless the clown.
Let's show these myth bitches how we do it downtown. Are you sick?
Ho!
Eat 'em up, smoke it.
High speed shows your ass get beat in slow motion. We roast show host when our flow cross streams.
Bumping out blockbusters.
While you work behind the scenes.
It's a rap test, dummy. And you're both getting crashed.
We came, we saw, we kicked your ass.
Those are real.
But it should be said.
It's time to bring the B team back from the dead.
Things are getting scary when Tori come harder
Oh,
than
that
Ray
aged
when that
poorly.
ghost pops
Yep.
cherry.
We reject your blood and substitute our own.
Why'd you stop?
I couldn't think of a rhyme. Well, just say the first thing that pops into your mind.
Your wings up, but stay puff, but stay off. Blaze comes and flip carry butter side up. I smell the Ghostbusters and flop another one don't play. Show these dweebs how to rock the beret. A little so large you can't hog my mellow. Just one step to be out the ghetto. You best be afraid of my marshmallow flows. This big pump just turned all you bitches to toes. Whoa, whoa, who's there? You decide. Over.
There's So, question. Why did it end poorly, though? Was there a scandal?
Grant Imahara died.
Truly?
Yes. So that, like, we're gonna bring the B team back from the dead. It's like, oops.
When did he die?
Oh, it was a while back.
Like 10 years ago? Like, did he actually die before they made this? And it was a terrible joke?
Died in 2020.
Okay, no. Yes.
Yeah, so it was before, like I said, it aged poorly.
That is bad. Okay.
He was alive when they made it, but then died afterwards.
Oh, that's bad. Goodness me. Yeah. So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Ghostbusters one, me and Vay always singing because we're stupid. What other shit have you got in this chat for me?
I'm gonna pop out. I got 10 minutes before that call. So.
Good luck!
Oh, and one of them just opened the meeting, so...
Ooh.
Yep.
Good luck.
Later.
Later, dater. Dooder booder. Uh-oh. DB's back? DB's gone? Alright, I'm gonna leave chat too. Let's watch Ducky's TikToks, yes. This one.
Little baby, you say that maybe you'll be thinking of me and try to love me.
Wombat. I love. Was that a grey or a? I love wombats. They poop square. Did you know they poop cubes? What's this? Benny G, wake me up. What's that? Next one. I don't know, but wombats poop cubes. Oh my god. Is that a Cookie Shrek? Oh my god. A Shrookie? Oh no. Oh no. Even the towels were Shrek. Oh god, it's melting. Oh no. Oh god! Oh, the horrors! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh god! Oh, he's an elephant seal! Help him! Oh my god! Ah! The music. Wow. Oh wow. Yep. That's a schmelted Shrek. Jesus Christ. He is the swamp now. Yes, indeed. Alright, let me just click DB's link. Oh no, is this the depressing one? God damn it, DB, why? Fuck you! More like this one. Oh, fuck off! The ad is longer than the actual fucking video. Piss off. Fuck that. I don't need that in my life, DB. These videos are so good. Considering they're people's souls, yeah, super tasty. You made me a sandwich? It's like... Poor dude has to watch it all. Thank you, Adbert. It was necessary. That was necessary. Where's the sandwich one? Is that also Benny? Maybe? Yeah, here we are.
Yo.
I made you a sandwich?
Mm.
You made me a sandwich?
Mm.
Yeah. You made me a sandwich. Yeah, it's right out here. It's ready to go. Cutscene?
So well
Yeah, come
animated.
on, look.
Fucking hell. They need Benny to do the cutscenes for him. This rules.
You made that for me? Yeah, that's for you. Gotta take a bite. Take a fucking bite, man. That's fucking delicious, dog. I fucking love you, dude.
Aw.
That's for you, man. I fucking love you, man. I love you.
So I have noticed, well fed. I have noticed now that since watching Benny's videos and the eye movements and like subtle things like that, since the latest X pack of Final Fantasy, I've noticed their eyes do it as well now, and I wonder if either they have new animators who realize you need subtle eye shifts, or they've been watching Benny's videos. That's so good. I can't remember all the other good ones that Benny has. Benny's very good. Subscribe to Benny.
We stand together.
This one's good.
I'm surprised you can stand at all.
Maybe I shouldn't. It's probably a spoiler. Yeah, maybe all of this is a spoiler. Oh wait, no, this is good. This one, Graha. He's gonna fix the awkwardness.
Raha?
Your mother could do that too.
Okay. Have you seen that before, Teeps? Oh my god. Anyway, back to the TikToks. Visiting their Asian grandma.
You guys are getting so fat. Anyway, want some more cookies? Can you still speak Chinese? Show me. Well, not very good. Want more cookies? Can you guys still play piano? Play something for me? Okay.
Oh man, that's pretty accurate. One more cookies? Yep. Funny bird sounds. It seems pretty cute. I'll have to check it out. Check it more. Oh my god. You guess? It is cute, dude. Whoa, what the hell? That's not real, surely. Fuck. Oh yeah, they hear. Some of them copy machinery sounds. That's cute. Pretty. That's pretty as hell. That's a cat. Mama. Aww. Meanwhile, Australia. Ooh. Oh my god, such pretty birds. And Australia has birds that go wah, and that's our Australian sounds. Love that for us. What's this one? What's this one then? Ew! 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 Were those cicadas? Fucking ew! You want to hear a crow? Quintessentially Australian. I think there are more ravens than crows. I don't know. According to chickens, we have ravens. But I don't know. They all sound like this for some reason. Do your crows not sound like this? I mean, we call them all crows, but we don't know. We just call them crows. I had a bird once doing this on my roof at like 7 in the morning. And he came to the window, like we hear this pop, pop, pop because the roof was metal. We had a metal roof. And you hear it pop, 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 pop down the roof as it yells. And then he went onto the gutter really, really loudly. And then he peeked over the edge of the gutter and looked down through the window at me and Vay upside down. It's like, yeah, you motherfucker. You are screaming at 7 in the morning. And he's looking down like, yeah, what about it, bitch? This little shit. Just woke up and chose violence. Goodness me. All right, next TikTok.
Touch me, ew. Wet wipes, case a bum try to touch me, ew. I'm the Terminator. Bitch talk slip.
Yep. Sometimes our cats get like that. You pet them when they're not in the mood and they're like, you fucking filthy! And they bath straight after it. It's like, thanks. Thanks for that. Radiohead! Was that, No Surprises? Or is that the other one that they do in movies? I don't know. Alright, next one.
I have something very important that the world needs to see. My strawberry
Yay.
plant grew like kitty-shaped strawberry.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's
that's
so cute.
So important!
It's not ripe yet.
No.
But when it is,
Oh my god, I hope she eats it. That's so cute. I had a double bum strawberry once. It looked like it had little legs. This looks like Arcane. Let Down, yeah. Thirst trapping, thanks. Thanks for that. Preach. Absolutely appreciate it. Yes, sirree, Bob. Oh, this one.
Give me my crackers fucking
shit.
Attack.
Attack. Give me my crackers fucking shit. Attack.
Give me my crackers fucking shit. Attack.
Cute. They are violent though. Deer in Japan are very Oh, it's Jacksepticeye!
Welcome everybody. It's time to
Poor guy.
Working. Sunny plushie. What?
I see a Gen
Not jizz. He loves it.
A Gen Z edited this for him. Always with the
This is
emails. Wheezy old man.
Fuck off.
Ah, Jack. Top of the morning coffee, and it's his proper like brand as well. Sounds like me, honestly. I'm pretty sure he has some kind of EDS as well. A lot of us with the ADHDs and the neurodivergences do get also. We have a higher instance of EDS, which is fun for us. Holy shit! Get it! Get it! Yeah! Yeah! Oh, that bug can get it. That buggy is Fender. He knows what he wants. He knows what he wants. All right, this one looks good. Oh, the snuffs. Oh my god. The snuffling for treats. Oh my god. Oh, Ducky. You will not believe... Yeah, the A in ASMR stands for Anita. You will not believe the number of videos Vay sends me of creatures eating food. Namely Rico. Rico the porcupine with his big snoot. Eating corn or something noisily. Always sending me, and she says, sound on, very important. And it's always important, and always the sound goes on. Always. Let me see if I can find. Rico the porcupine. Here, let's watch him eat this. Look how good he is. This is Rico. He's got a little table and he's standing up and he's got good manners. What a good lad. Look at Rico. Also, I think Cincinnati Zoo might have just had a baby one of these guys, and he's like completely quillless, pink, with a big snoot. Rico means rich? Ah. Well, he's rich with cuteness. Look at that snoot. Look at that big, soft snoot. I wonder if it's hair or if it's tiny quills. He's goddamn the best. I will always recognize Rico whenever they put him on if he pops up in my feed, it's a Rico. Yes, that's definitely a burger mouth. Look at that snoot. Just look at him. Get to the corn, Rico. I want to hear you eat corn. He's eating his popcorns first. That's sure something. Get those popcorns. Get them. All right. Anyway, that's Rico. It was important, right? Next one.
Hey, what was that? Rayquaza tractor? Who are you beefing? Is that the Deoxys lawnmower? Hi, Deoxys lawnmower. Hello. Why are you two beefing? What's that? He's an alien for space? Just because he's an alien for space don't mean you gotta attack him, Mr. Rayquaza. That's not friendly. That's not friendly at all, Rayquaza. Now listen, he ain't doing nobody no harm. I know you got the tractor lawnmower rivalry going on, but Deoxys lawnmower ain't hurt nobody. Now let me get back to my video, Mr. Rayquaza tractor. Is that okay with you? Is that okay with you, Mr. Rayquaza? Now what you got in your mouth right here? Is this an Ancient Origins pack that costs $50?
Oh my god.
Oh, it is. Thank you, Rayquaza. I appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you, Rayquaza. Appreciate you. Hey, nice to meet you, Mr. Deoxys.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna get back to it.
This looks like you made it, Ducky.
Tiger, you're still
I've seen the way you talk to your dog. Whoa!
Anyway, y'all, we got this $50 Ancient Origins pack. Hopefully I get the Rayquaza. Yeah! Give me the flip.
This is just a really fancy card opening.
We got a lizard. We got a Charizard. We got a Peanut.
Oh my god.
We got a bee. We got a Regirock.
What the fuck?
We got... Hey! We got a good one. Yeah! We got a bug.
A bug? What the fuck? What the hell? Times sure have changed. That's disgusting. Ah! Why? Why is that setting allowed? Why is that available? Wild. Ah, no take. Slap. No take. No take. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! Uh-oh. Oh god! That one duck! Oh my god! Oh wow. I mean, good for him. Oh no! Oh my god. Last one! I'm at your last one! Until next time.
Don't be mean to Gromit. His pronouns are they, them. I love my gay dog.
Sorry, lad. I mean, they.
What the fuck? Don't be mean to my gay dog. Sure. Right. So we've reached the end. Do I end on a Tom Cardy or what? I think I should, huh? A Tom Cards? Ha. 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 I'm gonna do my favorite one. How about? Let's see if I can. Here we go. Oh wait, it's better if you watch the actual video. This one.
The date started
This one's good.
so well. Begin my night, not expecting the fright
All
of
my
my
life,
life. She was perfect from what I could tell. How can I see the danger right in front of me?
My favorite food is fish.
Baby, that's my favorite too.
I love catching dogs.
Baby, I love Scooby-Doo. Hey girl, what's your favorite film? She said the best movie of all, a masterpiece of art.
Human centipede, human centipede. I think that I'm gonna get murdered tonight. Human centipede, not ironically. She said the costume design was a highlight. I like it for the part.
Tell me what the plot's about.
German doctors say people ass to mouth.
Cool.
Human centipede.
Please God save me. I think that's a red flag. I don't want to get stabbed. She said
Human centipede is a tour de force.
I think
Holy shit, I'm gonna be the main course.
She said
I demand the narrative of character growth.
I tried to get the waiter's attention by blinking in Morse code.
Why I am blinking so much?
I've got something in my eye.
Here, let me get it out.
No, thank you. I don't want to die. Bonjour.
So
Sir
was
was
blinking
blinking
at
at
me.
me. Is
It's
this
because
because
your
your
date
date
is
is
a
a freak?
No.
No. Very good then. Bon appetit.
Stop hiding behind your silly made-up red flag. Do not take a chance on the best relationship you never had.
Maybe you're right and I'm looking for excuses. My heart's got bruises, but I'm ready to choose this life.
You could be the one.
One day we'll get married and be husband and wife, with a tasteful ceremony and the wedding of our dreams.
Only if the wedding's theme.
Tell me what the thing's gonna be.
Human centipede, human centipede.
We could save on the catering bill.
Human centipede, only one masterpiece.
If you are the best man, you know the deal. Hock her up. I can finally open myself up to love.
I can finally sew a mouth to a bud.
Human centipede.
Human centipede.
Look how good Montaigne is. Holy shit. Face. Yeah. The cartoon's really good, but I don't know, I think there's a charm to the original. Hi Hitch, did you just come in? You sent a crow noise and have her look at this? Okay. Let's look. He's sort of crickling. He's sort of going. Brr, 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 brr. Do you guys know the "Have You Checked Your Butthole" song? This is the one that we always quote.
When my roommate comes into the room looking for his car keys. I
I'm
don't say it
DJing
yet.
today. Pure nonsense.
And when he gets me off the couch to check underneath the couch cushions, I don't say it yet. No. And then when he says out loud, I wonder where my car keys are, I still don't say it. But then he asks me, do you know where my car keys are? I look at him in his face.
And I say, have you checked your butthole?
I have not seen your keys, but since you're asking me,
You better check out that butthole.
because I'm not serious, I don't think it's up inside your big brown business.
But a funnier thing to say to someone who's lost their shit and is stressed out visibly. When I see the best man starting to sweat.
Yes.
I don't say it yet.
Skeet up, butt up.
When I see that little ring bearer cunt getting yelled at by his mum. Oh, I still don't say it. When I see the groom asking the vicar if they can wait just another 15 minutes, I do not say it. And when the father of the bride starts organising an ad hoc evening,
Oh no, not me, I'm stealing
area,
stuff.
I want to, but I do not say it. It's the 11th hour with 300 congregants under God's roof. The vicar approaches the mic and suddenly all of the chatting goes mute. He says that they've misplaced the rings. Could anyone possibly know where they are? I know it's my time, and all heads turn as I stand and say,
Vicar!
Have you checked your butthole?
Not see your ring, but have you checked your ring? By ring, I mean butthole.
Love is patient, love is kind, but if you ask me where you can find
It's up your butthole.
Where's my phone? I lost my loan.
I checked up your butthole.
I'm losing my patience. Where is your class? I just lost my grandma. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Are you capable of not saying she's up my arsehole? Of course. My condolences. I'm not looking for a silly joke right now. Yeah. What are you looking for? Honestly, just like a shoulder to cry.
Have you checked your butthole?
Yeah, butthole. Maybe you'll find out that grandma that's too I fucking got you butthole. My family hates me. That I got no close friends. Fucking worth it, baby. Yeah. Yep. I really like Tom Cardy. Oh, by the way, have you seen Hell of a Bus? Because he's got a song in that show. He has one song. Have you seen it? I hope you've seen it. Do you know this song? Yeah, this is his song. Tom Cardy.
Ah, man, I didn't give a rat's ass about this competition, but Christ on a stick, Fizz, pile drive those sluts.
We've certainly got some quality up here tonight, folks. Will Mr. 10 Years Running come out on top, or is it time for fresh meat juggling? It's objectively cool. Our returning champ is nobody's fool. But what's this? The twins bring it up to the wire. Also, they're on fire. That's points for style. The crowd goes wild. It's the pie gag, and the twins want to taste. But what's this? It's Fizz in the face. He takes the cake and he eats it too. He's hungry to win and he's covered in goo. That's points for cream. The crowd screams. Balloons, he's pumping them out. From where I'm sitting, you can hear the crowd.
Not giving shit 'cause the twins are here.
They're full of sin and they're here to win. Holy moly, things are not looking good for Fizzaroli.
It's very good. Yep. Tom Cardy. I love Tom Cardy. I don't know if you realize that. I'm pretty subtle about it, honestly. I definitely don't sing one of his things in every stream I ever do, ever. So good. So good. I'm gonna have to do another reacts and just take you through my YouTube shit, because I have a lot. I took them through, Hitch, I don't know if you were here for, I was taking them through epic rap battles of history. Oh, you got Casey and into it and then you stopped watching? You should watch it. Season 2 is not too bad. Season 1 is obviously the best, for has been. It's pretty good. Alright, what was I doing? Oh, have you seen this one? This one's great.
On the horizon of this forest path, you see a group of dark cloaked figures slowly trudging towards you. What do? My half-orc barbarian braces her great hammer, and that's a 1.
No, there's
Fail.
there's no
What do
has
you
been
do?
season
I
2.
believe
Sorry,
in
Hell of a Boss
anticipation,
season
my
2.
rogue would try and hide behind a tree. Okay, I rolled a 1. That's another critical fail. Tom, what does your human bard do? Active perception check. It's a natural 20. Let's fucking go.
I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. These motherfuckers mean to harm us, and they got to go. So come on, get 'em now. You picked the wrong day to fuck around with my tight crew. So skip it. I can see you. Here's what we're gonna do. Me and my boys gonna mess you up.
I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1.
Fuck. My boys are otherwise engaged, so I'm gonna bring it on myself.
Hey, I forgot. You're supposed to tell me what I see, right? Yes, thank you. Let's just slow it all down a bit. So you notice that one of the hooded figures is a little shorter. I cast Vicious Mockery. Nat 20, let's go.
You're a sharp motherfucker and nobody likes you.
Everybody says,
fucking short that guy is. And that stops you from forming meaningful relationships. When you were born, everybody thought that you were just a head. But then the doctor said, wait, this stupid motherfucker tiny short ass baby got a tiny little itty bitty body and I hate it.
your attack lands and absolutely shatters the mind of the cloaked figure. Perception check, please. Nat 20, let's go. You perceive the figure was so short because it was a child. There's always a kid. Specifically the child you've been looking for the last 15 days game time and 5 days of our actual lives. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'll be better. Fuck, his body's just lying there, right? Right? Yes. Don't.
Look that body. Look that body.
Straight goblin behavior. Holy shit. Ah, I love him so much. So yeah, you guys should subscribe to Tom Cardy if you haven't already. I'm also gonna go. I have to go make important calls now and try and get my MRI appointment rebooked because I missed it last night because I'm an idiot who doesn't know how time works. Because time doesn't real. I keep saying this. Alrighty. Ducky, sleep well. Sleep good. Thanks for all the TikToks. Feel free to send me much more and we'll play, and I'll do another one of these. I've already worked through everyone's videos. But thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'll probably play a game tomorrow. This is Vay's first day of work, so I'm home alone, unsupervised for the first time in a year, so of course it's this nonsense. Have a good one. Alrighty, so have a good night. Have a good sleep if you're going to bed. Have a great day if it's daytime, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye!